Yep. And we are here for another episode of the Clocked In Show, or I don't know if I'm gonna call it a podcast. I don't know what the fuck I want to call my show now. I'm so fucking confused. But today, man, we got a very, very special episode. Like always, we got probably one of the biggest topic in the city. We got these ladies, was it 9 of y'all, one of them missing. They dropped this Cypher. It's going crazy. Jody Greasy going crazy on that motherfucker, man. So you know it got to be hot if bro going crazy on here, man. It's orchestrated by my little sis, man. I love her to death, Chachi, man. And the homegirls, I want y'all to welcome y'all to the Clocked In Show.
Yes.
I want to thank y'all for coming in and being bunched in this motherfucker. She done punked me on my goddamn seat. So I'm in here just like, yeah, you know. But I want y'all to all introduce yourself, man. Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm Jada P. Wait, where am I looking?
Anywhere?
Okay.
Just,
Jada P. Only bitch in the L that's really doing it. L's for Lansing, Michigan. My girl brought me out.
Okay.
Toledo, so I'm in a T with it.
Okay.
So you were the one she was like, oh,
yes,
come
please.
to Michigan. We gotta have it.
Yeah, I'm coming. I made
The show must go on.
trip to the session all by myself.
Okay.
Had to drive home.
So we was in the car having a debate about you. We like, where the fuck she from?
Lansing, Michigan. Yeah. Yeah.
The only bitch in the L that's doing that.
Yeah, no cap.
Okay.
No cap. No cap.
No rap.
They back home.
Ain't never had the rap on our cap on our rap, okay?
Yeah.
That's too damn bad.
Yeah.
So what's up? Say your name.
Oh, I'm Renegade Raven.
Okay.
Baby, where?
Yeah. The bar baby I was born spitting.
Next.
I'm Legendary Land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do this shit so mysteriously.
Me and this bitch. Okay.
Okay.
Ones B.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Next.
pleased with it.
Man, I really don't forget to add the motherfucking Wicker from that short nerve man. And y'all just in this bitch, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, my young boy.
Okay.
Is Nelly B the artist?
Nelly B, the
You
artist.
already know what the fuck going on.
I think they can hear you from back.
Yeah. Oh. You gotta make sure.
In the back, baby girl.
Hey, it's Lovely Misha.
She's still eating that damn graham cracker.
Okay.
And what's your
Y'all
name,
know
lady?
what the fuck going on, nigga? It's Big Chachi. Nah. Nah, it's Gemini Chachi, y'all. Yeah, let's get it.
Nah, on
Whipping
everybody.
this shit up.
Now what we gonna
Real
do?
chef.
We gonna make some noise for everybody on the Cypher, man. That motherfucker was better than everybody's Cypher. That came on, make some noise. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah, my girls did they shit.
So how do y'all feel about how's the reaction now in the city, man? Because I know how
you gotta
it is.
ask them by name, because if you ask general questions, everybody gonna talk at once.
Well, shit, we gonna do this. How we gonna do it? This okay? Because I ain't got no script. Goddamn it. I'm gonna go me,
No point.
her, and her. We just gonna go down the
All
line.
right, let's get it.
So how is it? Because I know. And they drunk, y'all. So this gonna be a hell of a. What's,
Man, we just getting started.
I'm not drunk.
Anybody
We know
watching?
you pregnant, bitch.
Anybody watching this episode? Anybody watching this episode? When I pulled up, when I say they pulled up, the niggas that come up here and get interviewed, and I've interviewed some motherfuckers in my last 3 years of doing interviews. They pulled up soul, player,
Okay.
and gangster.
Okay.
I'm talking about I want to tell all their business, but they ain't playing no motherfucking
tell all their
games.
business.
And I'm sitting in the car. They get out the car. I'm like, I was about to get out the car and tell Sam, I was like, hell, they too deep. I'm like, it's over with. But
You are
man,
hilarious.
for real, it was different, man. That was different, man. I like that.
Cause it's all love, man. I promise you. From the studio session to the shoot to well after that, like it's all love. Like she was so genuine. Everybody be trying to put this image out like females just be after each other next and all that, but no, that's not everybody. I was able to get 10
Can I ask y'all
women
one? You
together.
know what?
I
had
You hear
another
me?
question.
I love these hoes, but I don't even like bitches.
That's facts. And that's facts. But they be thinking she's so mean, so scary, so big of it. Like, this really our sister type shit. You feel me? Because it ain't been nothing but genuine vibes from the top. You feel me?
Is it okay to say that you the muscle?
Man.
Bitch,
I don't like to be described as that, man, because everybody already think I'm so.
rich auntie.
Yeah, she the rich auntie.
The rich auntie. That's the muscle, nigga. The rich auntie show up and be like, man, you know what?
That's Big Red. That's OG, triple OG, big,
Everybody, nobody don't want to fuck with.
Man, shout out to Hood Barbie. She couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah, shout out to my baby, Hood Barbie. Yeah, the real, Hood Barbie really like that. Shout out to my baby. She couldn't be here to do the work, but yeah, we represent for sure.
So Tachi, I want to ask you, how did it come about with the idea? Because we talked about it off the camera months ago.
Yep, that's how I was opening my response. That's how I was opening the response. You know, we did our interview like a week after the quarantine cipher. So, you know, ever since then, I'm like, we have been talking about it then. So it's been in works, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm like one of the biggest procrastinators ever. So, you know, I have been talking about it. I have been talking to Rambo behind the scenes, like, I wanna do this female cipher so bad. He like, do it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. They're like, you playing, you can't be playing, man. It's gonna be big, it's gonna be powerful. You gotta do it. Like, you don't understand what this mean to people, you feel me, like beyond just the music. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So, shit, how it came about, honestly, how I went about like picking everybody, it wasn't off of people that already had a name. It wasn't because I've always wrote the clips, always say it's always popularity over, I'm sorry, talent over popularity with me. Because I wasn't nobody, well, I want to say that. But musically, Rambo gave me a jump, you feel me? So from the quarantine cipher, I got my little whatever. But ultimately, it was my talent that got me there, you feel me? So each lady in this room, it was the talent that got them there. So how I went about personally inboxing them one by one, literally verbatim, hey babe, I'm putting together a female cipher. At first I was calling the ladies night cipher. Hey babe, I'm putting together a ladies night cipher. I would love for you to be a part. That's how it started off. Again, it wasn't like, oh yeah, Baby J, she got so-and-so views, and Renegade, I know she did it. It was strictly off of talent. And I'm a person, like, I feed off of a lot of energy before I even talk to somebody. We had one discrepancy, one hiccup in the first week, and it was eliminated right after that because it was all about coming together and empowerment overall. You feel me? So that's why, like, a lot of people don't think that this would even be possible because it's
all women and
all women, like, god damn, like this many women, different ages, different sizes, different everything. Everybody is different that you're looking at right now in this moment. Every personality is different, but the most important thing is it didn't clash in the worst way. It clashed to make something beautiful. So it came from me being one of the only people, I'm sorry, one of the only women, I'm buzzed, y'all. One of the only women on the quarantine cipher, and you know what stood out to me most, where they was like, oh, she the girl and she doing it, you feel me? Like, and that meant something to me because I wasn't on the background because it was 13 other dudes and me being one or two of the females.
On that one?
Yes, it was 15 of us. 15 of us. And I was one or two of the only females on it. So that stuck out to me, and I'm like, I ain't the only female that could talk. You feel me? And it's a lot of other people that ain't getting heard that should be heard. Females, I should say. It's a lot of other females that I know gonna do some, like, you know, so I don't know. That's just how I came. I love seeing other women win. I love that shit.
Cause you presented something to me, cause we was all at the spot. We was all out the spot chilling, and we watched it on the TV and shit. Me and a couple of homeboys and shit. And I had this talk. Remember, we had to talk. I'm like, man, I think I want to do a female cipher, but you already had yours in the work.
Yeah, I'm already doing it. Stop.
And then it was the second. I was like, where the fuck I'm gonna find all these women rappers? Like you really. I want to say Birdman, because that's a bad idea. It's called motherfucker Birdman. Kind of like Master P, or one of like you introduced us, because I was out of touch with the female rap game.
And the thing was, I wasn't. I love seeing women win. It's enough room for everybody that's doing the same thing. No matter what nobody say, everybody eats, B. You feel me? It's just what you do individually as an artist, as a hairstylist, as a nail tech. It's what you do that really gets you noticed, again, individually. Because all I did was put the plan together. You feel me? All these ladies wrote their own bars. All I did was put the plan together and give them the beat, and they delivered. You feel me? So they ultimately got themselves to where we at right now and getting all this love. But again, I pay attention to everything, especially when it comes to women. I look at everything because I love that shit. I love seeing women doing what they do. You feel me? I don't give a fuck what I was doing. Like, it's other people that do it, and let's do it together.
So how was the session? I want to know, how did y'all session go? Like, who was the first?
Session was
one by one, y'all.
The session was I'm gonna let somebody else talk.
The session was very, very, very vibrant. It was a lot of energy in there. It was a lot of feedback in there. We wasn't like holding nothing back when we feel like in areas we can help each other. We wasn't holding back at all. If we felt like somebody could have did a bar over or take a breath here or what, like we was very like hands on, yeah, like tangible with everybody that was in the room. So I feel like it was really, really good energy, very, very good energy. I feel like it was in the room for sure.
Thanks.
So who had the hardest time? Like, damn, I just heard her verse, and goddamn, I got to follow up with this shit. Who was that?
Oh no, the fuck it wasn't.
Buns went first.
It was me.
Buns went first.
That's how you feel about her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's not what he asked. Let me say this, okay? I think what he asked me was who had the, like, when somebody went before somebody, like, damn, I
who put the pressure on them?
Who was like, me? I actually went in and changed my verse. How many times I do my shit, y'all? I did my shit like 2 or 3 times because I'm like, damn, these bitches really shit. God damn. Hey, man.
And let me tell y'all something for y'all who don't know. Of course, y'all wasn't a part of the session, so I really don't know. A lot of people wrote more than 8 bars. A lot of people wrote more than 12 bars. A lot of people went to 16, and a lot of people wrote past 16. So when they got to you, bro, Buns. Y'all think that little Buns?
The bitch wrote to the whole song.
She had to take that shit, and she was mad as hell too. She like, damn, I gotta cut my shit.
She like, damn, I gotta figure out when to stop it.
Y'all we both had 24 put on there.
I didn't even want to pop in the booth.
And Jada had to shorten hers too. Jada was going. I'm like, I don't even want to go. Yes, please. She had like 8 more.
Yeah. So let me.
I had to step out the room. Like, wait, let me. What I say? Hold on. For real.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Buns. So Buns, you the OG out the group. Like, I don't know if y'all knew. Like, Buns been going probably like longer than I've been promoting. Like, you been like you was one time like the only motherfucker we can. You and a couple other ladies. I ain't gonna discredit them because you know how niggas get in their feelings. But now it just seems like now you getting your flowers after all these years. Let's make some noise for Buns, y'all. Let's make some noise for Buns, y'all.
Yes. And you feel me? Not to cut you off, G. Not to cut you off, but this is exactly what I imagined. I wanted everybody to get heard. I wanted everybody to feel like, you feel me, they got that love. It was never like so-and-so was better than her or, oh my God, I don't want to go with her. It was never like that. You feel me? Like, it was always, even before they heard each other rap, G, like, the way they came together was so, like, it was so powerful because they fed off of each other energy and it was all love from the beginning. And again, that's what I wanted from the jump. I wanted everybody to get heard because, like you said, Buns been doing this shit for a minute, but nobody listened to my girl bars, bar for bar. You feel me? Now
she up there with niggas.
She passed these niggas. What you mean? Past these niggas. I'm telling you, and nobody ever took the time to actually listen to this girl. Like, damn, she really could rap. Right. Now my girl got her flowers. That's all I wanted.
And let me just add this before we go to somebody else. It was never about who had the best verse, who had the best part. It was never that. It was all different styles of rap.
Exactly.
All different melodies. It was all different cadences. It was all kind of different everything, and that correlated together, and we made a great project. But it was never about like, oh, they had the best. Oh, this person went crazy. I mean, everybody literally went crazy, but everybody was also looked at as an underdog. So a lot of people wasn't expecting it to be so crazy.
Right on.
So that's what it was. But it was never no competition thing. It was all about
never.
And I need everybody watching to
everybody because I wasn't gonna speak on it, but we had a review. One review. We got about 3 reviews so far, but we had one. Off rip, you could already tell like they had a certain genre of music that they preferred.
Yeah.
Off of our project. So, like, Wick, she got her, you feel me? She is who she is. I'm shitting on these other hoes, so they saying I'm too grown. Like, real bars, real up there, you feel me? Like, we had a couple of them bars, and they like, yeah, like, that's what, but then, like, they'll get to somebody else's with a different style, a different approach, a different everything, like, that was calm.
But you know what it is, what people don't realize about Cyphers, if you go back, I don't know how much y'all go into y'all music history.
I just watched some,
If you go back to the, let's say, Ladies Night, like, with Lil Kim and all of them, the old No Limit, when they had 20 niggas on they all had Cyphers and posse songs, even 3 6 Mile. I don't know if y'all know y'all listen to 3 6.
Yeah. Come on now.
But when they do that, I don't know. Hey, I got called. Listen, when I was in high school, niggas called me weird for listening to 3 6. I'm like, y'all is crazy.
No,
but listen, they it's made to display them different styles, and some people. So I think that's kind of one-sided minded when you get to that person. Because I did it when I'm just a music lover. I love music. I did music before I DJ, before I did anything, gangbang, anything. I love music, so I knew going into that, like, okay, your style fits this. For if you was, let's say you rap like, I don't want to use this example, Most Def or somebody, or Nas or something, like, okay, she got the bars for this. When she went on there, I'm like, she all around game. Like, it's just different. It's just different styles. It's just to put on the Cypher. And some motherfuckers.
That's what I was trying to explain.
A lot of people dumb their ear down nowadays, especially with the music. Now we dumb our ear down to so much shit. But for y'all Cypher, you had to pull that motherfucker up out the ground like it was just crazy.
That's why I like the Jody reaction, because he definitely dimmed the bars down and got the shit that went over everybody's head.
Right. And then the review I was talking about specifically, like the things they were saying individually, again, like we all were discussing it right after, like, okay, well, you could tell they don't have like a general ear for music. They have their bias when it comes to genres, and that's fine. But you can't call it a review if you already have your own style of music in your head that you listen to outside of this project. You feel me? Like, they came to me like, I just expected more. Like, we watched the Quarantine Cypher, and I just like, I had this anticipation, and I just expected more.
But hey, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That again defeats the purpose of the project in the first place. Whether I was the orchestrator or just somebody that was a part, it defeats the purpose. The purpose of this project was not to compare Buns to Rev or Rev to Renegade. That was never the point. So when
who is Rev? Y'all is
Legendary Lynn. My apologies.
Oh no, what's her rap? Because that's what I've been about.
Her rap name is Legendary Lynn. But see, we so much
I was gonna call you something else. I was gonna call you Rev too.
We sisters, you feel me? So we don't call each other by rap names.
These hoes got everybody else keep calling me Rev, and she gave me a stop.
Damn.
I'm fucking weak.
But yeah, it was different. But what you was about to say? About your style? Yeah.
Go ahead.
I wasn't saying
because you had a unique style too. You had a very unique, wonderful style.
You were one of the people on the thing that had a very,
you kept it interesting.
Lyricist. So the feedback, tell them how you've been getting. What feedback you've been getting?
Again, one time, this lady did not cuss one time in her verse.
Now.
She didn't even say ass.
I was about to say, you asked her.
She ain't say hell, she ain't say ass, she ain't say nigga. The lady ain't cuss not one time in her verse.
I never paid attention to that.
She was told to turn her verse up a little bit, but that's just the style. You feel me? That's her style. You can't tell her to. You hear me? You can't tell her to grab a gat because everybody got guns because that's not her.
Can she tell us?
I'm sorry. This my cousin now. Yeah.
I'm just listening.
Go ahead. She's soaking it in.
Nah, but I've been getting some amazing feedback, to be honest. The thing is, like, entering into something like this when you got all these different type of styles, and especially it being orchestrated by her, we got two completely different followings.
Yeah.
Like, we're two completely different people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so for me to hop on something with that type of energy and then draw in people from a whole different genre who are interested in a whole different genre of music is amazing. Yeah, and so I'm now, it's like it's creating a different type of diversity for my following.
Yeah.
And people can see my versatility.
Facts.
Because I don't have a particular type of genre that I follow. I go whatever the beat makes me feel is what I deliver.
That's some real MC shit.
So I'm about to say real musician shit. Yeah.
Literally.
Real musician shit.
I'm
about to say, you just said what I was about to chime in and say, like you said, like you're different from most of the ladies on here, but you stepped up to the challenge, something that you really you wouldn't like listen to that beat and be like, you feel, but you showed that you can.
And that was the whole purpose
and you exceeded
of me
it.
indulging in it.
Yeah.
I'm like, This is not something I would have picked. So this is a challenge. So
yes. Like, yeah, you feel me? Roll that bitch in such a different way, like so buttered because she's so you like.
And you didn't cuss. What the fuck?
She did not cuss.
She didn't say hell, ass, nigga, nothing.
That's you know what?
You don't have to learn to do that because that's her style.
But no. I get what she's saying because that's kind of like another like man. That's another level. It's just some niggas that don't.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my girls and like she was conflicted about taking on a business proposition that somebody had brought to her because they said that they wanted her to limit her profanity. But she like, I don't know how to do that and I don't want to do that. You feel me? But I explained to her it comes times, especially as a musician, where you gotta not have to, because if you absolutely feel like bitch it's me, you can't tell me what to do, how to do it.
Now if it's you and you comfortable with that, fuck
turn
it.
that shit down. But again, not even just as a musician, but as
just a person.
Just elevating as a person. You feel me? It's just certain shit that we have to. I mean, not have to, but certain shit that we should be able to modify and be able to look at shit like, okay, well, maybe I should start. You feel me?
Yeah. And also understand, like, I don't just do this for the millennials. You know what I'm saying? I take pride in the relationships that I build with children. And I'm focused on breaking generational curses, so I got to take that into account.
You work in childcare, right?
Dang, I shouldn't cussed in this interview. I ain't what y'all know. You just made me feel bad. You are very highly intelligent, man.
I'm telling this lady is beyond her time. I'm telling y'all.
Make some noise for her not cussing on the verse, man. Make some noise for her not cussing on the verse, man. Make some noise, man.
But I feel like it's all about versatility too. Like
you know
my pastor,
my pastor. Yeah, it was.
So crazy.
Your verse on that, man. Microphone to yourself. Go ahead.
Yes, shut the page.
What about it? What about? I was
baby.
just saying that it was like the complete opposite of that, but the fact that we both could come out here together was just crazy. Like, I feel almost like, damn, like with you saying that, like that's what I strive to be like. You know what I'm saying? I'm still my own person, but we on that like spiritual path. And
yeah, me too.
Facts.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, thinking about my verse.
I feel like I'm in an episode of Golden Girls.
What's so crazy is, y'all, when you really feeling that shit, it's really not hard. I
promise you, dog.
I tried to write verses, but I was saying one cuss word, and I'll be like, "This is me." Like I'm aggressive, low key. Like I'm a low key.
It's nothing wrong with that. It's really nothing wrong with that.
It really ain't really.
Somebody that can do,
I'm gonna get my point across.
Yeah, exactly.
More of the story.
Now, Baby J. Baby J.
What's that?
And we ain't got no filter on here. Because I'm gonna ask all y'all this question, but I gotta ask her out the gate.
Oh Lord.
So I'm in the room full of guys. Okay. I know your kid's father. He brought you up on the show and everything. I didn't know it was you. And look, hey nigga, don't do nothing to me because this big bro talking. I ain't disrespect. But everybody was like, hey. I'm like, did y'all listen to her verse? I'm like, who is that? What's her? I'm talking about these niggas start following you as soon as they got done watching your verse. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how was your social media going? It went crazy. I seen it on Twitter and Instagram.
Hey.
No, they love it.
Every time I got on Instagram, it was
turn the mic towards her a little bit so we make sure.
100 new followers, like every time though. Like I should have looked at my followers before I wanted to. I should have looked at it before like the video dropped or whatever, so I could tell you like let me see. I want to see how many followers I got. That's my nail page. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, I got down there 5,500. I got 5,499 followers. Before the video dropped, I had like 52, something like that. So it's like
that was
going crazy.
Because I popped on Twitter, I was like, God damn, this girl popular in a motherfucker.
Because I've dropped like little rap videos, like car rap videos on Twitter before, like, and they didn't got it. Like one of my videos probably got like 1,000 retweets or something. Like I did a YB in the mirror. I went off one of his beats. Like he retweeted it. Like the one dude off Wallin' Out. Like he retweeted it. He followed me on Instagram.
That's
like
dope.
Yeah, like so it's like on Twitter I kind of
like your baby daddy, he said it on the episode, and he was like, yeah man, she rap but she be bullshitting.
I did. I fell off. This was my comeback.
No, you can't fall. Look at you. You're only 20, 21. How did you fall the fuck off?
I'm saying though because I started rapping. Yeah, you right. And it was so many people like, Baby J, you need to start back rapping. Like my name, like I ain't gonna cap. Like, my name hold weight. Just a little.
I'ma shit on any beat for my name.
Let me say this. Not to cut you off, baby J. Not to cut you off, baby J. Remember, we had a. I was like,
Yeah, we had our talk.
I don't know if y'all listening, but Freeway asked for Baby J.
Yeah.
Freeway, drop some body. Let's make some noise for Freeway. Ask for Baby J, y'all. Let's go.
Who is that? Freeway said, man, who is that?
And what she say,
Freeway
Raven?
said, who is that?
What she say?
She was like, oh, I'm gonna have to look him up. I said,
I'm sorry.
Watch that property.
Man,
One of the
listen.
hardest niggas out of
he the
Philly.
hardest.
Why?
Hardest
So,
for Philly. But he
going back to
like
the
he up there with Jay-Z and them.
right.
Like Jay-Z and them
I
people.
already know. Now I know. I know.
Clemmy like, I heard, man.
Man, listen.
I sent it to Free, and he was like, who is Baby J? I was like, yeah, let me tell her.
Chachi, we still see you on camera.
You look like fucking Russell.
I'm turn away from the mic and not be crunching all of y'all shit.
And please
Man,
don't
I'm so
No, you good, but
She do
yeah,
not like people smacking.
but yeah, you got your buzz,
But
girl.
yeah, like going back to what Rita said, like the dirty stick video.
yeah.
Yeah.
She been.
I said 3 words.
3 words.
Tino,
and it got
don't
her
you be with. I said 5 words. Mind you, I did not write those words. He wrote those words. And he needed a female to say it. Like, and I just so happened to be there. Say this real quick.
How she gave off her image in the video too, it just went down. Like,
Man, listen, I said 5 words that I did not write, and people was literally telling me, oh, you went crazy on that song. I didn't say nothing. I didn't even rap. I said, Tino,
But
don't
you
you be
gotta-
with. That's it. That's all I said.
But you know what
Like,
you know what you got, and I can tell you had it from how he spoke, because he spoke highly of you off camera too. You just got that or star part like you are a likable motherfucker, like you are cool.
Thank
Like
you.
I ain't talking to I ain't just talking to one of my home. I'm talking to one of my niggas. Like it's just
I'm
like
the
talking
homies
like
for
me and her
real.
relationship and her relationship.
I'm the homies for real.
Like it was
You know who else got that, Gary?
who?
Not everybody has the star power, but Misha.
I was about to get to. I was trying to get to her
Misha, baby.
because she's so quiet.
She is. That's why I said her name. She over there like,
Hold on, but
baby.
you might not be.
Come on in.
But she got the bottle in her hand. She might be drunk.
You good, baby? Somebody buy me a boom.
Misha, how you feel about it? How it been going with you,
A
baby?
lot of our share, we done got over 2,000 shares just on Facebook sharing the video. Misha was in majority of them
I'm telling you.
shares. Like, yeah.
That tone, when it comes to
Oh
female
my
rappers, they
God.
looking for that tone. They looking for something distinctive, something
She
that
definitely just
they
wrote
can
that.
remember,
Yeah,
they can hear.
make
You nigga cry. I can't help it, I'm thinking you fucking try. Bitches on my dick and they ain't taking it out the line. I'm getting locked up, got you out of time.
Hey, listen, y'all. They been like this the whole time.
This us, like, I
And I
never
love
imagined
it.
being like paired up with 9 complete strangers and like just
you
be
know we
so
knew each other
like.
for some years.
I promise you, like, I swear to God.
The way y'all pulled up outside, how the car just went whoop, like car whoop.
Yeah.
Park.
I promise you, man. These my sisters.
Come on, Misha, what you got to say?
Yeah.
What's up, Misha? Come on,
people,
Misha.
Misha.
They can hear you. They can hear you.
I'm feeling great.
Shout out to my idols.
You ain't got to be in there. You ain't got to fall out.
Who your idols, Misha?
Jody Gree, shout out 1, Biggie, Tupac. Shout out to Lil Kim.
Tupac fan.
I heard that on the
Queen
track.
Latifah, Queen Latifah.
Period.
Nicki Minaj.
Time out.
I just wanted to say that right quick.
Time out. We're not gonna let you go over that. I'm not gonna let. Listen. Are you in a room with a hip hop head? I listen to a lot of all the new shit, but I'm a hip hop head. When you say Queen Latifah,
The Queen.
when I say that's the fucking goat,
UNITY.
UNIT. Before that, if you go watch the House Party movies, House Party 2, how she carry herself, man, Queen Latifah is a hard
Everything she was in.
MC.
to act and a hard person to follow in anything. Like from Mogul, all that. She set the bar before a lot of men in the
She
game.
really
You know what I'm
did.
saying? So who got you off of the Queen and the Kim? And you said Tupac. We already know Tupac.
Baby, I heard.
Wanna tell you, I'm
My
your
dad
dad.
and my mom.
I love
They
her
was
waves.
well, my dad and them used to live here, but I don't think they could come back to the city anymore. But they got me. I don't know.
We gonna say that for another episode.
But yeah, they got me off the. They got me off of them. He used to listen to it a lot before he got locked up.
Okay.
My mom.
That's dope. That's dope, man.
right.
Man, make some noise for Queen Latifah, y'all. We making a lot of noise tonight. We making a lot of noise for Queen Latifah, man. And why I
And
brought
one song in particular, hers describes us right now.
Yes,
UNITY.
Unity.
Okay.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all get here, man. I watched this show called The Drink Champs. I've been watching it for like three years, right? And he give the OGs and the legends they flowers while they here, right? Mm-hmm. Well, what I do, because I follow everything Noriega do, I want to give my city, and that's not the older. I just think the world is built on youth. When we get old and gray and die, and when we take, and who's gonna take care of us? It's the youth.
Facts.
Y'all youthful. Y'all doing y'all thing.
And a lot of my following is young people.
Exactly. And I want to give y'all flowers.
Thank you.
I just want to give y'all flowers, man.
Thank you so much.
That's what it's all about, man. Cause y'all woke me up. Y'all made me feel like I felt guilty after watching the Cypher. You know what I'm saying? I felt very, very, very guilty. Cause I didn't know all y'all.
Are you crying?
No.
Man.
Not yet.
A little tear dust. It's okay.
If I probably was drunk, I probably would have. Listen.
Facts.
Now y'all got me on subject again. I'm gonna tell y'all a story.
I'm about to start crying in a minute.
My second.
You know always talking about me.
My second interview I ever did was Rocky Duh. We got so buttered. This is like a couple years ago. We got so buttered. We sitting there. I'm just like, I said, cut the camera, Melvin. Because he told me the story about his mom's Dukes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That story.
R.I.P. his mom.
And then a couple years ago, I lost my mom, and I went back and watched that interview, and I can't watch it. I don't watch it because that's the part it just stick me because the feeling he was telling me he had about his mom is the feeling I had when my mom passed. I was like, oh, like let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
How many of y'all single in here? I mean, y'all.
No,
not me.
I'm single.
Who ain't single?
I don't even know what to do. I'm just not going to show your eyes.
I mean, I got a nigga, but I ain't got a boyfriend.
Let's go down the line. So
No.
I don't think Raven's single.
Yep, go down the line. Go down the line.
You single?
I'm not.
That's your boyfriend?
Yep, he's here.
We sorry.
He's so supportive.
He's so supportive.
Where he is?
He shows up to everything. Sessions, videos, interviews.
Like, we sorry.
Yep, keep going down the line.
Are you single?
Red, we don't get to tell
Red, why
Bobby.
you
Let's
single?
call her.
Her name is legendary.
No, wait, y'all. Wait. Rev, answer the question.
You plead the fifth, Red?
If you plead the fifth, you gotta take a shot.
Look at
Oh my God.
Buzz is married. I don't know if she's married.
Buzz, you married.
He put a ring.
Put a ring on that thing.
She put that shit in her new song. I can't remember verbatim. She said the nigga I'm with put a ring on it. Baby, you hear me?
About my love life because I'm only 17. I can't settle right now. I don't know, guys. I'm in high school.
Period.
Yeah, you stay single.
Period. You stay single for as long as you can. Forever.
Y'all know what they be saying. Ice me the fuck out. That's just it. That's all.
That's all.
Okay,
That's all you got for us.
Okay.
Nelly B.
Nelly B.
Can I plead the fifth?
You can take a shot.
You gotta take a shot.
So you got some.
We ain't got a fifth, but we got a pint.
Plead the pint.
You gotta take a shot. You gotta take a shot.
Oh wait, don't move on until she do it.
Y'all, we can't move on until she takes a shot.
She vegan. Hey, y'all don't even know. Chanel about to dog me when we go home.
Oh, she is. Just a little sip. We know you're a vegan, baby.
Yeah.
Would you like me to drive the boat?
That just
No. Okay, come on.
Girl, you gotta take a little shot.
Come
You
on,
gotta take the whole
come on.
shot.
All right, that's enough. All right, yeah.
All right.
Okay, take a shot.
All right. Thank you, cousin. Thank you.
You single?
Yeah.
Are you looking for somebody?
Thank you.
Okay.
The nigga better be looking for her.
She said.
I ain't asking you.
better be looking for her.
You gotta ask her. I ain't asking nothing. Tino being.
Baby J,
Baby J.
are you single?
She plead the fifth. Hey, don't say nothing.
Hey, no, she ain't.
Hey, don't say
You
shit.
can take a shot. Remember, you can take a shot.
Watch this. Baby J, are you single?
I don't have to plead no fifth, okay? Listen, I'm single. I'm focused. I'm running my money up.
I'm about to go, y'all.
And that's just that on that.
No, this ain't live. This ain't live.
Hey, if they start shooting after this.
All right,
Okay.
Chachi. Everybody be quiet. Everybody be quiet. Everybody. All right, we go. Are you single? Girl, you got a nigga at home.
It ain't no cap in my room.
we know you up to the
Look at the
I'm standing on it. I stand on everything I say.
Rev, you really don't want to tell us?
No. I'm saying ask her about her.
About her. Oh, yeah,
Lynn, legendary Lynn. Yeah, let's take the fuckers on
It's
Lynn.
legendary Lynn. We're gonna start calling you Rev.
No, because I just tried to hit her
hate
the bottom. I
that.
said, legendary. She was like, I said, Rev. She like, huh? I said, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's why, yeah.
I want to go your
She
video.
don't want to call her Lynn. Nigga.
Your video, I want to go on the video you just dropped. Was it like last month?
That shit was hard.
Went crazy. And you come from a family. Don't a couple people in your family do music around you? Do music?
Yeah, my uncles and my brothers do music.
You ain't about that. You ain't really about
With the
that.
cheese, you feel me?
Period.
My cousins do music. Sonic and Baby J and all them. DDR. Them
Baby J is slept on. That little dude
that
slept
little
on.
motherfucker.
Wait till he drop his new video, chopping.
He hard. I think he won. We was just talking about him the other day in a group chat. They was like, man, that little nigga next. If
Wasn't he in the Cypher?
No, not that Baby J.
Not
It's a
that
different
Baby J. You talking about the
Other baby
That's
J?
my
the other
Yes.
Baby J?
It's okay, baby, you're a girl.
Yeah, he a dude.
You know?
Oh, it's two other Baby J's.
We gonna call you Big J.
I'm the real baby J.
No,
I'm
yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Let's get back to Rev and her statement.
What's up?
So let's get back to it. What influenced you in growing up to do music?
I mean, I've been doing music for a minute though. I was doing it when I was younger. I used to be singing and shit. I was more of a singer though. So when I started rapping, my people like, damn, you rapping now? Like, but you feel me? My brother like, you sound bad, Reveille. You can't sing. Oh God, he like you can't sing, sister. Like I don't know if you can't hear yourself or what. You sound crazy. Shut up. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna sing. I'ma rap. Cause you talking about I sound bad. Mama said I sound bad. Y'all ain't gonna lie. So I quit singing. I just, you feel me, start writing. I ain't write, you feel me, my mom and them passed away. I had something to say. Before then, I ain't really had nothing to say. Right. When they passed away, I had something to say.
How was it? I heard you say your mom passed away. How do you carry that on your shoulder? Do that, like, how did that motivate you?
See, I don't know. You feel me?
Man, let's just clocked in, man. We ain't got no script. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
You feel me? My mom passing away. She pushed me to do great things. My mom always used to be like, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. I'm gonna be proud of y'all. If y'all bums on the streets ask for 50 cents, I'm proud of y'all. Whatever y'all do, I'm gonna be proud of it. With that, made me like, Mom, if you gonna be proud of anything I do, I'm gonna make that shit good. I'm gonna make that shit great. I'm make that shit
Make it
big for
count.
you.
Yeah.
You feel? I gotta make it big for you. That's how she pushed it. Cause you feel me? She ain't here to see it. My dumb ass went to jail before I got. You feel me? I was about to walk the stage.
You went to jail?
Yeah, went to jail. Made my
God
mama miss
damn.
my graduation. You feel me? So I'm like, this shit I'm doing now is for you, man. It's for me making you miss that graduation that you worked so hard for me to do. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I'm about to cry in this bitch.
For sure.
And I'm drunk. Look.
See, this is the thing you go to when you interviewing all when you got to deal with emotions.
I know.
Yeah, because everybody.
That story right there is just deep.
Yeah, like that'll really bring a motherfucker like because it's everywhere. Like that's what I live by when it comes to me writing my music. Like whatever I write about, I know it's somebody out there that relate to it and somebody that's listening with their heart, not with their ears.
Did you see the
feel me?
clip I
So
posted about you? The clip?
the most recent, no, I didn't.
You didn't see the clip. I gotta show you.
You talk about when we first did the interview?
I took a clip Saturday and you. I don't know if I haven't got it on my phone, but I gotta show you the clip. The clip is just so cold.
Yeah, you feel me? Because again, that's what like somebody might have heard that like. And Mike dead ass start crying. You feel me? Because it's something that they can relate to, and somebody out there that'll be touched by some shit like that. You feel me? Like, I'm just so grateful I brought all these girls together. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't know.
All right, we're gonna chop it right here. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna do a break, and then we're gonna.
Yeah,
come
let's
back
get
to
an
the
intermission.
half. All right, we back.
33.
We had to
You
take
hear
the
me?
longest bathroom break ever because they in here drinking.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta piss right now.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'ma hold it.
I was gonna hold
No,
my
but-
lion.
Mike Rope, all glad.
I'ma hold it. I'm gonna hold it.
You better hold your piss
As you should.
I'm 23.
Baby girl.
I can't.
What we got? What we got?
because I
We got
gotta
for our baby girl.
I gotta take a shit
Yes.
real bad, and I've been holding it the whole
We
time.
not about to
so
talk
y'all
about
gotta-
that.
Y'all my sisters. man.
Shitty
I talk to
Porter.
y'all like that. Y'all
Shitty Porter.
Shitty Porter.
Shitty Porter. When I get home laying it.
Shitty folks.
When I get home laying it out, I'm
No more nonsense.
Shitty Porter
laying it out.
back.
Next to me.
Porter pot.
But listen, let's talk Porter pot.
All right. Porter.
Okay, who's we going back to?
She got me with that.
Hey,
She got
that
me
shit
with
was
that.
funny as fuck.
Rita, man. Let me talk to
Attention to
Rita,
our
man.
baby girl.
That's good.
The youngest in charge, 17 years old.
Yes.
Is you still in school? Or you?
Yes, I am currently still in school.
What school you go to?
I ain't gonna display the ops be watching.
Oh, excuse me.
She really like that.
She really like that on me. This ain't no ass.
Yeah, I can't display. Yeah, I go to
She in school and she
I go
getting
to school.
the education.
Yeah,
So
I go to
you going to school? You're a junior.
Yeah.
So how has it been in school? I couldn't imagine how going viral in high school. The internet is a big thing now.
I'm not gonna lie. First of all, I've always been a popular kid. Like I've always been a known person anywhere. That's just because of who my parents are, who my siblings are. Like I've just always been known. So when it really hit me, it wasn't really like too different for me. But out of towners, it made me feel starstruck a little. It really made me feel starstruck.
Can I ask you this? And I can't lie. After I interviewed D, my interview was the first interview. I just been like, all my haters kiss my ass. Y'all see that? Because I've been doing this for years. Not the first time I got my recognition. But what was that moment when you were just like, man, nigga, I'm here. Like, I can get it. I see the light. It's like, I got to get on the road.
I'm not gonna lie. When I finally realized that I was actually 14 years old, it was in 2018. It was my first time ever recording. My right-hand man, he do music now. His name is Pedro. He came to my house like, bitch, get on this beat. Y'all, mind y'all, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm talking about I'm not even a rapper. I'm a hooper. Like, I play basketball I'll play basketball. So we was talking or whatever. He like, get on this beat, like, get on the first verse. Y'all, I killed the first verse. And we dropped it, and everybody liked it or whatever. We never shot no video to it. 2019 came around. Somebody was like, no, I sent that same song to my cousin, and she was like, do you want to go record something today, and do you want to shoot a video something today? But I had recorded Go Against Me, and O'Shea's in the basement and stuff, Baby Boy in the basement. I recorded a couple days after Brian. I recorded that song, and O'Shea mixed it for me, and they was like, you got to put that out. Like, you got to put that out. In my head, I'm like, no, I'm going to just keeping it to myself. And it was like, no, like, you got to put it out. I sent it to my cousin. She was like, you want to shoot it today? I couldn't, like, tell her no type shit. So it was really some last minute shit. Like, I couldn't get my hair done or nothing. Like, it was just some give and go shit. And I did it, and I was so nervous, y'all, and I was out there in front of everybody. But it's like, when you're around people you comfortable with, it was more so I was in my hood. I just, like, turned up and got more comfortable with it to the second video, and I learned a lot from the first video, and, you know, watching them and other stuff. Like, I know y'all. I don't know if y'all know, but I know y'all. I know y'all.
But that's, man, this is this amazing moment. Just like, this is like,
I'm so drunk.
the vibe. You don't do that shit to me, Chachi, because I got some more questions. I got some more shit to ask you, but
and it's only so crazy because everybody always asks me like, where did I get rapping from, or like, how did I even come about it? And it's so crazy because my mom is not a musician like whatsoever. What's
your mom? Did you mind me asking?
Her name is Jackie Eskridge, Jacqueline Eskridge.
I think I know your mom.
Yeah, you probably know Jackie, or you probably know her as Diamond. But anyway,
what's her name? Her rap name? Her musician name?
Musician.
She's not a musician.
Man, we gonna see. I probably know you.
Anyway,
because I only want to ask that because some weird. It ain't weird, but some coincidence ass reason.
No, you probably would know her if you see her. She will well know.
After I interview everybody,
no, it's not my mom. You probably know my dad. My dad's name is Dante Russell. His name is Head Dramatical. When I say like he can rap, that's why I say rapping is genetic for me, because as a child, my mom was in prison like for a long time. You get what I'm saying? So my dad always picked me up, and he wasn't a dad like, oh, I'm gonna take you for ice cream, or I'm gonna take you to the park. My dad was a dad like, hey, you gotta sit in the house. Like, hey, you about to sit here? You just gonna sit here? You gonna watch TV, or you gonna sit here? Type shit. And he would never talk. He's very antisocial. He's a mute. They call him a mute. All I ever heard was him beatboxing and rapping. So he never really taught me. I think it was just something I picked up genetically, and I always was in singing and dancing groups and making up groups and stuff with my friends and just stuff like that. And then when I really came to my hood, I want to say in 2016, like when I really, really like, you know, endured and got off the porch and started doing what I do or whatever. They just turned me up more, like being around back, talking to them and hearing their music and stuff like that, and hearing other people's music and hearing their songs and me watching battle rap, and I just got interested in it, me watching the females, and it's just like, damn, I know I can rap. Me watching the rap game, I'm like, I know I can go in there, but I can't, you know. And then I'm just so versatile. That's why I got new content coming in. A lot of content I want to wait to drop next year, but everybody's just like, fuck you, know, do it.
No, you dropped that shit now.
They like just do it because they like just do it because yes, then that's because like the only reason I'm giving drill rap music is because for my first video, like you said, I went absolutely viral, and I loved every bit of it. But like a producer told me, A&R specific, A&R for Fujiano, Moneybag Yo, and Money Moon, them specifically told me. He said it's not a problem with what you're displaying. He was like, but a lot of people don't look at the guns, and so I dropped my second video, which was no guns, just a straight checky down and in a downtown garage in a scat or whatever I did. But I dropped the audio as well, and then now here in the Cypher. Tati asked me to join the Cypher.
It's just so fascinating. I'm sorry, G. I mean, because it's so fascinating sitting and hearing her talk. Like, she really mentally is so like
Advanced.
Ahead of her time.
all of that. You feel me? And it's like she's so aware, very aware, and it's like.
You know what she got
and you know what
from
else
you
is
though?
crazy?
That shit is so like it's motivating to me.
Yeah,
like,
you know what's crazy?
Go
And
ahead, go
I
ahead.
don't
That's
speak on
so
it, like,
fascinating.
And it's really about to motivate y'all and fuck your heads all the way up. Y'all probably thinking like, why ain't she consistent? Why ain't she consistent? Y'all, I promise y'all it's not me. Y'all see how fluent I am with this shit, texting y'all back and being on y'all see I'm putting in the work ethic.
Yeah.
When you have a music team, as some of y'all know, a lot of people be out for self, and they will work around you, and they will stop what you doing. You can hit them up with, can I use the studio? And that's exactly what happened to me, and I'm glad it
girl
happened.
is
The first time it happened, they up and went to Atlanta and took my music, all the music I made. I didn't say shit about it. I rewrote everything. I'm not pissed about it. Okay, it happens. The second time they came back and just jumped straight in, let's do music, let's shoot this video. Me being gullible, okay, I'm gonna give y'all a shot. They didn't necessarily do the same shit this time. They sent me on my music and just flat out tell me like, okay, so I'm about to start doing my own music. I don't want artists right now. So that was very unprofessional to me, and I really don't address it as much, but I'm just glad y'all got over while I was young, and y'all really don't got too much of copyrights or my money or anything, because I'm receiving all that from Distro Kid.
Hold on, so somebody took your
Yeah,
music.
don't worry about it.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Somebody took your who?
Yes.
I don't want to say
music
who.
that me and my brother had made. My brother's not even a rapper. It's just some shit that,
Don't worry about
memories.
it. I got you.
A lot of stuff. A lot. It's a lot.
Man, you gotta
We
go. You
got
gotta
you.
go through that type
I
of shit. You gotta, but you know what you got that she got. And we talked. It ain't even a dry. She got that. She got all that. You got everything that she got. And I told you in our episode, you give me you beat on niggas vibes.
You wanna ask my
I
ex?
swear to God on everything he
I beat
said.
niggas with
The way I was
fans,
fucking, because I swear to God, it's so crazy.
If I got my strap,
Because I reflect on myself, even from months ago, not even from years ago. I reflect on myself from how I've grown from November to April, and I look back on
Yeah.
myself, and I pay attention to the difference in my conversation and my intellect and everything that I talk about, and I be like, damn, like she was
Yeah.
me.
And not
You
even
feel
that.
me? As fluent and as aware
I
and
just
some.
wanna, yeah.
I
just
swear to
wanna
God,
say, I'm not gonna lie.
like you just said, I swear to God on everything I love. This nigga G was like, you give me a hit niggas vibes, and I said I sure do. You feel me? But now I'm like,
Overall though.
Now you see it, and it's just like,
I
all
swear to
right,
God,
I'm looking in
like
the mirror.
I see, like she's so. This shit is so fascinating to watch her. She just turned 17 a month and so ago. Like, this shit is so fascinating to listen and see her just be so fluent and so aware and so, like,
Transparent.
yes, like, that shit is so fascinating
And
to me
overall,
because I always
and
said
y'all know what
I've
is
been
so
ahead
crazy?
of my time. She's so ahead of her time.
And y'all know what's so crazy overall? And it's no funny shit. After Chachi dropped the Cypher in my head, I just kept saying like, I gotta do something with her. And it's not necessarily that my pride was in the way. I just didn't know how to address her, being that she just, but she addressed me, so it was just even better. And I'm like, okay, yeah. She's like, let's do a Cypher. I'm like, hell yeah, bitch.
I was looking for her. I was thinking, I text her, Barbie, like, hey.
And it's just the way she addressed me about it even more that made me want to do it. She really came like she was just about her business. Like she just had her idea. Like, bitch, we got this. We doing it. Ain't no procrastinating. Like, hey, we got this time. I'm gonna make a group chat. And listen, overall though, I love these ladies though because they don't treat me nonetheless. They really make me feel a part of the older group, and they really gave me guidance. Everybody, I learned something from everybody being at this table. Everybody, man, yes, cause you mama Leah. You need to treat me you like mama Leah.
No, you get.
Shit.
And y'all three at the end of this table give me OG vibes. Make some noise for the OGs, y'all. Make some noise for the OGs, y'all. Oh, Chachi, don't do that, Chachi. Everybody group up Chachi, y'all.
I did not make me.
Group up Chachi, y'all.
No, it's okay.
Do not.
We can cry together.
Oh my God, guys! I made Chachi cry.
This is a clock in moment.
I made Chachi cry.
When you winning and you blessed, that's what you do, man.
Listen.
It's a little bit of liquor. Chachi.
If it means anything to you,
You
Chachi,
about
if
to
we
make me
both make
cry.
it and we on both sides of the world, we can catch a flight every other.
She experiencing her.
Hey, we gonna be rich. So
Yes,
we linking up.
She is.
Do with the liquor.
Let me tell you something. Listen,
I
got something to say. Like all jokes aside, I feel like she's so emotional about this because like she said, like a few months ago, she can see herself like being in Rita's shoes. But like, just imagine that breakthrough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you stepping into your reality. Like, you had a goal.
Y'all gotta go back and watch her episode, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because when
her episode is so dope.
we spend a lot of time, sharing these ideas with our, or writing ideas down, but we don't ever execute. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be more proactive. And she's in that stage where she's like, all right, I'm gonna be proactive. I'm gonna put my best foot forward and actually execute these ideas that I keep come to my head and see the turnout. And this is the first time that she orchestrated something and she's seeing an outcome. So like, she's experiencing a breakthrough. Let her feel that. Like, let her feel that.
Yeah, y'all gotta let her soak it in.
And this is an accomplishment.
I'm telling her to stop crying because bitch, you a boss and that's what bosses do. This your first time, you gonna do it.
That's fine, but like that she can cry.
Let's clap it up for Chachi, y'all. Let's clap it up. Hey.
And what you doing, boy?
But you know what? You know what it is? But you know what? Another thing I want to do too. Another thing I want to touch on. Man, y'all all strong than a motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm very strong. I feel like shit, no teen witnessed what I witnessed in 17 years, and that's just period. I don't give a fuck if somebody's your parent, what your parent is. You get to the age where you're liable to make your own decisions, and I've got to that age. Whether it was abandonment, whether it was whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? So, because I didn't have a mom, you feel me? But guess what? My granny raised me, and she raised me the fuck well. So I know right from wrong, and I know anything was going on. So that's why I said you get to an age and a point to where you start making your own decisions. So it really ain't time to blame mama and daddy. It's time to boss the fuck up like y'all said.
I moved out at the age of 15.
And I wanna get to that, Raven, because I knew you since you was like 12.
Yeah.
You left here, like you said, 15. The stuff I watch you over just conquer. It's kind of like
crazy, right? You wouldn't think.
And I don't even know how I met. I don't know how we met. I don't know if it was DG.
We
I don't
met on probably some street shit. You never know.
I don't know. I think one of your friends was talking to Tone or something. And you know, Tone, my brother. So it was like, but it was just to watch you, because I never. So us as humans, we humans, and we forget some of the people that was there that know you. Through anything, like know your deepest, darkest secrets or whatever you've been through, or always be through there. I won't be able to talk to Raven for years and still know it's still that vibe. I still got that love, but I never really get to tell her I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I love you.
Yeah. I love you too.
You know what I'm saying? Because you've been through some shit, and they don't know you went to Houston. And you've been in some rooms, and like you said, your brother, Marley, and them, and all of them, like, people don't know how dope, and you are fucking young. I would think you were my fucking age.
No, baby, she's 27.
27.
I swear I thought you were
March 23rd, I turned 28.
And she been there, and that's how you know it.
I was 27 when I wrote that. But March 23rd, I turned 28.
I'm weak.
Listen.
But yeah, when I was growing, you know, just a brief, I grew up in a very dysfunctional home. It's okay, but I was the only girl, and I love my mama. I love her so much. Shout out to Rena, but she wasn't ready to raise a daughter at the time. So I was like in a lot of different households or whatever. And I was staying with my godparents for a while. I was staying with Aunt Nisi for a while. Rest in peace to her. And then I went back to my grandparents, and I went here and I went there. I was everywhere throughout my childhood. But I remember when I was at my godparents' house, my cousin Bianca, shout out to B. Simone. We used to write songs and stuff in the front yard, like, all the time. But it was like R&B songs, though, you know? We was singing at that age. So we wasn't rapping or nothing, but my pen was crazy because, like, with my brothers, like, ages, being with my brothers, Devin, Tyler, my cousin Ricky, Free Ricky, and my cousin Eddie. Anyways, regardless of the fact, I was with around all of them. They were called the rock stars. They went to go perform for Little John, and Little John gave their entire persona to the Party Like a Rock Star guys. So they went to go perform.
I didn't know that. I never knew that.
Yeah, they went to go perform for him, audition for him, and he said, "Okay, I'll call y'all." and they gave their whole persona to the party like a rock. Party like a rock star. And it's so crazy because they said some bullshit, but my brothers was like so lyrical, like because we grew up Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Eminem. Nah, so you know what I'm saying? So we grew up battle rap, all that shit. So he fucked it up. That's the reason why they're one hit wonder. Sorry to you guys.
And when they had a show here, I went. It was like 60 people.
Sorry to you guys. Exactly. Sorry to y'all that y'all had to catch the backlash of that. But whatever. Anyways, regardless of the fact that I grew up knowing rap and I know lyrics and I know battle rap and I know this type of shit. So you know what I'm saying? I know how this shit go and I know the business from a young age from what my brothers experienced. So that's not I'm not quick to sign or whatever. Like people, I've been in these rooms and people is like. Oh,
nowadays you don't really got to sign.
And I want to say something on that signing part. I don't want to be funny. And y'all probably listen.
Future been independent since he came out.
And y'all probably can guess who the person is. Somebody tried to sign me. Y'all gonna laugh. I laughed. I don't care. I laughed and blocked them. Like no funny shit. I'm not gonna say the name. I'm not gonna say the name. I'm just describing.
But you just already said we gonna know without you saying their name.
No, I'm not gonna say their name at all. I'm just gonna describe it. Y'all just gotta. It's only a couple people. Y'all be for real.
No. Exactly. That's why we're not gonna disclose it on a public show. So people are gonna look back on this when you 23 and looking at you. But you feel me? The fact that you're using your public platform after you just dropped a song 4 days ago and it already got over 33,000 views.
See, I could say little.
You gotta take heed to shit like that. You feel? Cause that's just that's that. But it's just certain shit, little sis, that we do not say in the public. It's we talk about a lot of shit off air, but it's a lot of shit.
And we in the cancel.
You hear me?
And you know what, Chachi? You forget one thing too, and I hate that it's like this. Women is so hated on, so you gotta move on for telling the truth.
But listen, if a nigga said what you just said, listen, niggas will be like this. Yeah, bro, you know I ain't mean it like that. But you being
a woman and young.
And one of the main reasons why I call this women dominated, because we're looked over a lot of the times, and that's just the sad facts of it. Not only are we looked over, but we're treated far different than any aspects, whether we rappers, singers, directors, producers, lawyers, anything, boxers, any women in any industry, even cops. You know how much cops are hated for the past 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 years, all the way back to Trayvon. Any profession that women are in, we gotta fight 30 times harder to be respected. So one of the main reasons why I call this shit women dominated, not just because y'all talented as fuck and not just because y'all can rap. Women dominated because we fighting for the respect to be up with the not even just the city, like we fighting to be looked at as anybody.
And I really
so
feel like that's where my respect came from, my first song. But not only that, just because of that, anybody who came across me since that know I really live up to what the fuck I'm speaking.
Exactly. And you know how hard it is to fight for that, but because they look at you like that, we got a whole world to fight against. You feel me? So we try to look, because you are the baby. So we try, we older and shit, but even, Renegade, she passed down gems. They passing gems down to us because it's so much harder for us. You feel me? You got so much life to live ahead of you. You just turned 17. You feel me? Not to say you not in the same position mentally or nobody, but you got so much life to live. So we try to.
In reality, what she's trying to say, you got more potential than all of us. You feel me? Because you young.
You got so much more time. Not to say you can't get it ended before anybody else, but you do have a lot of life to live when it comes to
basically
age.
what she's trying to say. Think before you talk.
Basically,
you ain't got to react to everything.
To not even go into the whole
spiel. You got all your sisters in here that ever call.
Cause it's all it's been all I promise you. That's why I get so emotional, because I really ain't never experienced nothing like this, where it's genuinely all love. Not even sisterhood. I've never experienced. I have my own sister who I bumped heads with since I was a child. You feel me? So that's why I'm emotional. I'm crying because I never experienced no genuine real sisterhood, like passing out gems and actual constructive criticism and not hate disguised. So again, we try to prevent so much that you do, because we all in the same race, but in all actuality and ultimately, We
all
in
try to
different.
make it to the same place.
We all got the same ending, and you feel me? We got a couple years on you per se, but at the end of the day, we all in the same race. Right. So that's why we just stopped you dead in your tracks like that. Not like, no, baby, quit talking. You really gotta look at shit like this. You feel me? You gotta look at, I done shit when I was your age and a year older than you. Where I go back and I can change that shit. You feel me? I can be who I want to be in Toledo, but if I go somewhere else, they know a whole different part. You feel me? And I wish I could change shit like that. You feel me? And I ain't never talk about nobody. You know, I talk about shit, but I ain't really like got into depth about shit like this because I really got real love for y'all. God, you especially. Because I wish I could rewind to your age.
To piggyback off of what she's saying, and to piggyback off what she's saying about doing stuff. I did stuff. Raven, I came in. I'm a gangbanger. Yeah. So when I came into this game, throwing real. Y'all probably never noticed. I did shit that I look on my shoulder to this day.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a gamer, but I do not promote.
Listen, I don't promote it because I'm not. I've been gone a long time, but I still do shit. I still stay where I stay. But I'm saying this to say that is your shit that you do is certain shit, like she said, that I did when I became a promoter. I fought so much to. Well, we want to be with the loud Crip dude we used to kick out. How is he throwing parties? Boom, I end up. I started taking $60 a party just to host. And now I'm still doing money, getting money, working this shit. So I ain't tripping. But it was people trying to push me out of rooms because of my big mouth and stuff I did. And thank the Lord I was strong and was built to fight through that shit. But what she basically trying to tell you, nip that, your flaws in the book. You going to fuck up life about fuck ups. Mm-hmm. But it's also define you by your bounce backs. Yeah.
It's about life is about fuck ups. Like I had a lot of fuck ups, you know.
It's all about mistakes. We ain't gonna learn it till we make the mistakes. But especially when you got all these women around you, not even if she was just a year or two older than you, you got all these women around you that has been through it. You feel me? We been through it. We ain't gotta be 40 to pass the gyms down. You hear me? It's to everybody. Like I said, like they cross it. You feel me? We're teaching each other. I would look at you. I would look at you like, damn. She done said a lot of shit that made a lot of sense that I never thought about because you are very intelligent. You're very informative. You're very intellectual. You are very. You're that. You feel me? And you're 17. I got like 5 or 6 years on you. But that shit don't matter. I always said maturity doesn't go by age at all. And that's facts. And I feel like this was one of the biggest groups that proved that shit. And again, it's why I get so emotional because I've never experienced no shit like this. I didn't
interview all the dudes, Cypher.
And it's so different.
Some of them been on my show. Don't. I'm doing all the crying first. I'm doing all the crying first. Listen, y'all. Anybody that's looking, I'm gonna drop the audio to this. I'm gonna drop it on the Apple Podcast before I put it on YouTube. But I want everybody that's listening to this. I feel like I'm in the movie Waiting to Exhale right now, y'all.
Yes, I promise you.
But I want to get into your circle. You from Michigan, and hold on. You from what part? What part?
Lansing, the only person they know that's doing it.
Up there, it's not a very, very big music singer, Lansing.
No, not at all. There's a few people though. There's a few people.
How is it coming up there? Like, because not being from the city, how did y'all just explain y'all relationship? How do y'all just talk?
Explain my relationship with my hometown or what?
Hometown. How did you come from your hometown to meet somebody from Toledo?
Me and Chachi. I think I know her from a couple places, but we had each other on social media. She reached out to me about the Cypher because I have been going hard in my city, and I really am the only one that, you know, people speak of. You hear about my visuals, my thing. I've been just performing my whole life, entertaining. I've been dancing since I was 6, so I'm more about like putting on a show, performing. Like my visuals is next level. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm necessarily the coldest lyrically or whatever, but my thing is just I love to literally perform. You know, whether, you know what I'm saying, whether it's the visuals, the choreography, the what, you know, the look, my image, everything, you know what I'm saying? So that's just where I stand. You know, I come to put on a show, entertain, you know, like Britney Spears and like that. That's where I go.
You know,
like,
I'm so glad that you said that because it just makes it. Then you go back and you look at the Cypher when you and your approach to how you perceive it is different when you understand somebody's style and what they're looking to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Because they might have heard my verse and be like, oh, lyrically she this or that, and then heard your verse and tried to, downplay based upon what I delivered, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You delivered based upon what your goal is, and you set that goal, and you met that. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm so glad that you touched on that, because so many people have these different biased opinions and expectations that don't even have a reflection of who you are and who you're becoming. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you said that, because now it makes me view I can tell, like, look at even how you move and how you your acting scene in the video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else is,
like bougie,
but you put on a show.
We do the video. We do a little scene, right? Where they like, the scene where they was like, act like you, like, it was giving glitter. Remember that scene where they was like, it was giving glitter. Mercury glitter.
I'm dead.
I'm talking about this motherfucker knocked whole chair over.
I'm dead. I was so nervous because Lansing ain't nothing.
You're a performer.
I'm dead. Extra dramatic with it.
Even when you was like, I need to get it on here. I said, she need to get it on here.
I'm dead. I was fighting so hard for my role, because I feel like,
as you should.
I really wanted to use. Basically, I had a few seconds to get straight to the point and say what I got to say. So basically, you got a wrap up of me total, like everything. You got some of the shit talk. You got some of the, this is what I did. This is the life I lived. Within a few seconds, and I got this big moment. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to just have fun, perform,
And
tell them how old you is, because they keep saying she lying.
I'm 21, born in 99, about to be 22, April 27th. April 27th, guys. Taurus season.
Young and talented. Your ass ain't even 22.
What
Okay.
the fuck I was doing in 1999?
Quit playing with her.
I was born in 99 too.
Too much, what I was doing in 1999.
I'll be 22 on Juneteenth.
A millennial.
I was playing.
Man, listen, I made the cut, okay?
NBA Live with Michael Jordan just got on there. That's what
I made the cut.
Young and talented.
Chachi, you back? Hey.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me what. Bitch, I can't hold up for me.
On Jada P. A lot of, like, it was a lot of people that, just like how she was saying, like, like, people would hear, like, her verse, she was, we all did our thing.
Right.
But we all know what Nelly B did.
Right.
We know what she did.
So we all react to each other regardless, because we all know we did.
Exactly. It was a lot of people that was like, they was like, who is she? Who is that? Who is that tall girl? Like, it was a lot of people like, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. But on my mama, somebody walked up to me in the mall like, oh yeah, that tall girl, like, yeah, she was really talking her shit. I'm like, yeah, when you really listen to where she was.
Yeah,
like,
I was. Yeah, you gotta understand
she got her own style.
You
got your own style.
And like I said,
You gotta relate. You gotta relate.
Yes. And like I said, I love you guys.
And little do they know, that's one of all of our favorite parts.
Exactly. It's me.
Hey, I ain't gonna cap. Our videographers, like the people that recorded our video, I want to see it a couple days before it dropped. I pulled up. Jada's part came on. They said that was one of our favorite parts. I swear to God on my uncle. I said that was one of my favorite parts too, because you feel me. And then it was the ass. But again, that was talking over each other. Stop talking over each other. That's what came into play with the originality and the versatility and everybody being their own person. So you feel me? We looking, and then when nobody understand it until they see the video and like they can match up the personalities with the bars. So you feel me? They looking at Jada like, okay, bougie, bad bitch, Cupid. You feel me? Never worth the job. This is my real life, and you feel me? She embodied that.
It's about the story at the end.
Never cat.
It's about the story at the end.
What was you about to say, G?
So when can we expect y'all to perform it?
Hey,
Chachi.
I wasn't about to speak on that right now.
Surprise.
But since we on it, and this is gonna be dropped at a little of a later date, since we're on it and it's around the corner, I've gotten inboxes. inquiring about the same thing, but I wasn't gonna speak on it. I was gonna drop it like a bomb, like a surprise. We here again, bitch. But yeah, again, real soon. I've gotten literally a few inboxes like, yo, gotta have a party. I just gotta hear that hot shit in person. I've gotten a couple of that. I've taken heed. I've already made plans for my girls and I, even before the video drop. Way before, even before we had the session, I've already made plans.
Yeah, she had
she knew her vision and she gone for everything.
For sure, had her ducks in a row.
And I got to speak on it. You hear me? But I've already made plans. This is the thing. I didn't even know it was gonna be these specific people right now.
Oh, can we expect part 2?
For sure.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you finally fucking said it.
Y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't think even he talking about with just us. Y'all can expect everything from it. Like this was just the beginning for us. This was just the beginning. You can expect individual projects from just us pairing up, tripling up. You can expect video shoots and apparel and everything. This was just the beginning. This was just to let y'all know that we are a pact. Every woman in this song, young woman, every woman on this project is a force to be reckoned with, and we just so happen to come together as opposed to competing. And we here, and we ain't not here. And I'm gonna leave my statement at that. Be looking for a lot of shit coming from us this year and beyond. But right now, we just dropped our shit 4 days ago. Right now, we letting y'all know now that this is just the beginning. We're forced to be reckoned with, and we are united.
Flat out.
We're not competing. We're not against each other. We're not doing no funny catty shit.
Nobody even do that.
Hell no. We a family, and I really hope what I hope the most that people take out of this, especially women, and I want to direct this straight to women, young women, upcoming women. Anything, take this shit and take heed. Look at this shit and look at the better that you can do if y'all together.
Yes.
Being divided don't get y'all nowhere but on Facebook Live screaming at y'all phones. Blood pressure,
Seriously.
blood pressure raised, and doing unnecessary shit that does not have to be. When y'all come together, I got 10 women together on one project. It could have and would have been more, but it comes to a certain, because everybody is not on the same level spiritually, mentally. Everybody is not on the same level. So I've took 9 other women aside of myself that I can read their energy from, and I could detect how it'll be before we even get any further. Like I said, it was one person, unfortunately, that we had to cut from the project, but that didn't stop nothing that we had going. We didn't speak no hate upon no other shit. We always kept the love in itself. That's why I try to preach, and I try to not preach. I try to pass on the fact that we do not need to pass hate. Period. Bottom line. I can say what I want to say behind the scenes, because yeah, I'm a human at the end of the day, and I can still be upset about some shit.
Just one thing I want to ask, because I'm a man, I like to ask certain things.
Yeah.
How do y'all balance y'all love, like doing all this shit?
Oh, let me tell you.
Everybody's like, yo man.
We gotta wrap this shit up soon.
So from this side, I want to go.
We gonna start from this. Okay, we gonna go on. Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell y'all, because
It's on me.
we gonna wrap it up.
Come on.
Right now, wait.
Oh, so they can hear you. Yeah, it's so funny because, again, even before we drop the video or anything, I swear I would be on the phone like with 3 out of 10 of these girls like all night, and my companion at the time just like, damn, they get more attention than I do. I'm like, it's just a different vibe though. You feel me? I love being able to go to my homegirls and being able to have a conversation different from what I can have from with my dude. You feel me? It's just different. It will always be different. We can relate on so many different topics. Men, music, TV show. We can relate on so many different things. So it was automatically a different conversation than what I can call my dude on the phone and talk about. You feel me? Like, it was just, yeah, he was jealous.
He was jealous.
Right.
So
I was conflicted. I was conflicted.
Don't worry about sweetheart.
Let's pass the mic.
What's up, baby J?
I want to talk
Excuse
about
me.
Baby J.
Yeah, let's talk.
A little cuz, man. Little cuz, man. I want to know because he.
Don't be nasty.
What?
I'm about to say nothing.
Because I asked, because Rambo girlfriend came on one of these episodes.
See, no, we're not even gonna bring all that.
No,
That's
listen.
that's my friend.
I brought one of his girls, and she explained some stuff. We ain't get deep into their business, but
I already know, man. I've been around
But-
since they start. Like when they start fucking with each other, that's when.
So
Yeah,
how
like
is
I
it,
started.
baby?
I started
we talking
rapping
about
with
you and
Rambo.
Tino B.
Like,
How is it?
listen,
A nigga was a lame bitch.
because I know.
She wants to talk about
What's
that,
up, baby?
like,
Because you were one of the hardest niggas I fuck with.
okay, so, like outside of here,
I never heard of him.
I ain't gonna lie. I will bash the fuck out of him. Like I really will. And it's for a bunch of different reasons. He's a good artist. It's for a whole different reason. Like for real, like we don't deal with each other. Like everybody think like, oh, that's your baby daddy. Like y'all gonna always fuck with each other. Like it's not that. You feel me? So like when it comes to me and him, like it's not even that. It's not even that. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I don't have to balance like him and my life.
So not to cut you off, baby J. So if a man, single man watching this, he can hop in your DMs.
Go down in the DM.
That's about that.
Can he go in the DMs and live?
This I was already thinking this because I kind of knew this question was coming.
No,
but
what? I don't do
no,
it
listen,
like that.
listen. It's not even like that. But I'm saying though, like me, as me,
Yeah.
like I'm a busy woman. I do nails.
Yeah.
I work at Finish Line. I have a kid. Like you feel me? That take up all of my time.
Yeah.
Like niggas be trying to do this and do that. Can I see you? Bruh, I don't even text back. I barely text back. I don't have time. I literally do not. It's not enough time in a day for me to collect my thoughts, for me to go to work, for me to take care of my kid. Like, it's not enough time in a day. So it's like, I really don't have time. Like, and I like that. You feel me? When you got idle time, that's bullshit time. When you got downtime, you're gonna go do some bullshit. When I'm not at work, I'm gonna spend some money. Like, you know, that's not, like, I mean, it's okay to spend money, but you know that it's some bullshit. Like, so it's like I really don't even have time. Like, I'm so focused on me and my kid. I was just telling somebody this the other day, like I was saying to them, like, I kind of feel selfish because it's like I don't like personally just, I mean, I love my son, but it's like at the end of the day, I be thinking about me. But my son is me though. So at the end of the day, I'm thinking about him too. But I'm always thinking about like, how can I get some more money? How can I do this? I don't want to be in Toledo forever. I want to move out, you feel me? But like I said, like my son is a part of me. So whatever I do, my son doing it too, period. Like.
I know a lot of niggas can't take that.
Exactly. But.
We ain't
A
gonna
lot
do
of
that.
niggas, yeah, we ain't. Oh, that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, like I don't. It's a lot of stuff that I don't have time for. Like I'm so focused on me. I don't got time for a lot of stuff. Like
Okay, we gonna move on.
No, we ain't moving shit.
Yes, we is.
Hey, 'cause that's gonna open up a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
And we ain't got the time. We already
No,
took
'cause I
about
ain't
3
gonna-
hours.
Wait till the cameras cut off.
I
No,
promise
because
you I got a whole mouth.
personal.
No, let him.
No,
what
that's
you gonna
personal.
say?
Because she said, and I'm not going at you in rush situation. I'm just speaking in general. Women say, well, I don't got time. Well, I got it. I mean,
people make time for what they want to make time for.
Exactly,
You
that's what I
right.
meant to say.
You right. But it's
But
just
what
like
do niggas make time for?
like it's like
What do niggas make time for?
I got, listen.
Let me ask you a question.
What do niggas make time for?
Hold on, Red speaking.
Let me preach.
Go ahead,
Hold
Rev.
on, that Red speak.
In reality, what my sister saying, she don't got time for no fuck niggas.
Thank you.
She don't got time for no niggas trying to
That's
come
why we
and play
call her
because she
Rev. Y'all
got.
make some noise
she
for
got.
Rev, y'all. Make some noise for Rev, y'all. Stand out the
Exactly.
way.
Because I was about to go into a whole lecture, but she just summed it up.
My sister said she got a job. She work at Finish Line. She do nails. She do music, and she got a son.
Yeah.
Can't no nigga handle no real bitch who got all that going on, and she don't got time for no fuck
and then
nigga who can't handle.
on top of that, anytime like since I've been doing music, I've only like messed with 2 people heavily, and it's like every time
Fuck shit.
It's like I'm not even myself no more. Like I fall off on the music. I be so focused. Yes, I be so focused on them. I don't even know who I am no more.
And my sister
when I'm by myself,
focus on her.
when I'm my best self when I'm by myself. Like people be like, oh, I'm trying to help you do this. I'm trying to help you do that. That's cool. But I want to do it by myself because I'm gonna reach my full potential by myself. Period.
Listen, not to backtrack them, but she just spoke to me in my heart, and I feel like I was about to praise dance in this bitch, cause literally I've been single for 48 hours because nobody understands.
Oh my God.
Probably 49 now. Probably 49 now, but because nobody understand, like. That self-love is the best love. That self-love is the best love you can ever feel. You feel me?
Yourself, it's nothing.
When you love yourself, a nigga can't handle that self-love. A motherfucker gotta feel like that.
But you know what? No, hold on. Time out. What you just said, I'm gonna stop you right there. Just not women need to hear that. Men need to hear that about themselves too.
Because I've never been sexist when it comes to anything. I've never been sexist.
Because we scared to be by ourselves.
Men need to hear that. Men need to hear that. Men and women need to hear that. But it's about 60-40. It's about 60-40.
Because I can be by myself. Some niggas be like, man, we about to go after her and get these hoes. I'm going home. Get on and
yep, and that shit come in different forms.
It's my peace.
That shit come in different forms.
It took me a long time to be like that. I was a nigga that go stalk abroad and go do some stupid shit. I ain't
right. Oh, God. Hey, man, it's a whole nother topic, dog.
Niggas act like they cannot move without a female.
Listen, to them damn camera go dead.
Niggas act like they cannot move without a female.
Let's go around.
All right, let's pass to Misha. How has your personal romantic life? Yes, has
how has you been balanced? How have you been balanced? How do you balance your
life
with your music?
He just worded it differently. Fuck y'all.
We love you. Okay.
I don't really have a love.
Go ahead, they can hear you, and I got a freestyle. They can hear you.
I don't really have a love life like that, but I do agree with Chachi. Like she was saying, like she was on a FaceTime with us, and her dude was like.
I recall.
I feel like sometimes it's hard, to find like female friends. Like that's a really big problem nowadays. Yeah. Like with women, like you don't like women are scared to be like, hey, do you want to go do this with me or do that with me or like you know what I'm saying? So, far as love life, I don't really have like a male companion, but for the people that love me or around my energy, sometimes they say stuff like. Don't get too caught up because you don't know if they, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just having my best interest. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but at the end of the day, like,
thinking about that.
I feel like relationships, just a bit of advice for y'all. Niggas is gonna do what they want to do. Niggas, they.
Me. That's what my nigga want to do.
It's like
boys is going
like
to.
When somebody really force it, they gonna do.
No, but okay, men and boys. Most men and boys are based off. They was raised off of survival, so most of them don't really know love. So you may think like it's all love and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, they just trying to survive, and you gotta look out for your best self at the end of the day. So I feel like it's easy to balance. Like I would most definitely love to speak to them over any nigga, because at the end of the day, like okay, you about to come drop some dick, but at the
right, but let me interject though. Because that shit you just said, like men need to hear what I need to say too. Women need to listen to that too, because a lot of women, in reverse, were raised upon survival, and a lot of women, not even knowing, they push out love. You feel me? So that could go either way. I'm prime example. You feel me? Like. I'll be so used to being by myself and used to being in this dark ass place alone. Nobody here next to me, and I push out people that could actually show me genuine shit. So that shit could go either way, because I literally am exactly what she just described, but in a different gender. You feel me? So everybody can relate to that.
Nelly,
shut the fuck up, okay? Because I don't. I beat them mentally and emotionally, and that's the worst. That's the worst. That's worse than putting my hands on people. That's why I just had to chime in. That's why I just had to chime in on what she said, because I really just everything she just said, I just had to reflect on myself.
You
because
never get a nigga again. Shut up.
I am.
Nelly, go before.
That's the thing. I don't want all these niggas. I don't want all these niggas.
Talking over people, and I don't like.
No. Cousin, go.
No, I'm cool. I'm just listening.
No, I want you to talk because you know off air we gonna talk a lot about
because I want to ask y'all this real big question. Go ahead, because I got a question I want to ask y'all.
Don't ask it.
Okay.
No, we
still working our way around the room.
So go ahead. How do you balance it with a guy that you talk to? Like, how do you balance it?
I just feel like it's first off about knowing yourself.
Yeah.
Like we understand like what we're interested in, and we understand like what keeps us going every day, and we know when we have interest in another person, but what's the underlying purpose for your life, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for you to be able to walk in that is one thing, but for you to be able to welcome someone else into that is another. And so for me, I look at it like this, like everybody who I surround myself with is a reflection of me in some type of way. And so it's not just about a love life, like, because everybody around me is a part of my love life.
Yes.
And I'm walking in love. That's my goal. That's what I want to be identified as. Like, I'm walking in love. And so it's more so about how I carry myself and just being the most authentic version of myself and allowing other people to see the vulnerable side of me and being honest in that, because whatever I give out is what I'm going to receive in return. And so it's past like trying to balance. Hey, you can look at me. Trying to balance, trying to balance a relationship with a person and a relationship with your hobby or your dream. You know what I'm saying? Because all that plays a role in your life, period. So it's like you got to put 100% into everything that you do. Everything is a reflection of you. People are a reflection of you. Your talents are a reflection of you. Your gifts are a reflection of you. Your morals are a reflection of you.
Get in your bag, queen.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do I want people to perceive me, and how do I want to carry myself? And that's going to develop your relationships with those different in those different areas of life. Period. Like, I don't feel like it's a trying thing, but we can consciously choose not to develop these relationships. We can choose to put our focus into another relationship, into our relationship with our money, into our relationship with our mom, into our relationship with our pets, shit, whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like it's just all a choice. It's just allowing your walls to fall down, because at the end of the day, vulnerability is strength. And so if we walk in our truest self, and I feel like a lot of times where we get caught up is trying not to be vulnerable, and all that suppression, like, that we allow ourselves to take hold of and identify ourselves. That's when we become our emotions. We don't cope with and deal with our emotions. That's why I said let her cry, bro. Yeah. Let her cry, because she's gonna deal with that emotion. Like, that's welcoming that in, and she's gonna receive that, and you release it, and then that's that. But when we push away those emotions, that's when we don't understand. That's when we lose sight of who we are, and we don't understand how to navigate in our own selves.
Add me in, Nelly.
Make some noise, man, for Nelly, man, with the jewels. That's gonna be the preview of the motherfucking show when they come on.
Girl, you got me over here about to cry. You got me over here about to cry.
Like that, just like everything she said, it make me reflect on myself. Like how I just said, like, you know, niggas be like, you know, like, niggas like, niggas, they be, you know, I'm sure all of us niggas be honest. Liquor. And like how I just said, like my first thing is I'm too busy. I'm too focused on this. I'm too focused on that. I know at heart I am a lover girl. Like, I want love. At the end of the day, I want love. But it's like I be trying to focus on so much other stuff. Like, okay, let me focus on this money, so I ain't even gotta think about love. Like, I ain't even gotta think about wanting it. Yeah. But it's like at the end of the day, I really want that. Like, that's really what I want. But I be trying to like put it on the back burner. Like, nah. Like, let me focus on something else, because I mean, shit.
That shit
Love will
always
get you
be there.
killed.
Yeah.
Rita.
Love will get you killed.
What was the question again? Cause y'all, woo.
Yeah, y'all gotta ask Rita.
And it'll be more interesting hearing from you in this topic because you are younger.
I'm glad
and let's be realistic. You do experience the same feelings that we do when it comes to romance.
I'm so glad you said that though. Realistically, on some real stuff, I know it's a difference between a motherfucker really loving you and them loving the idea of loving you. It's a boy heart and mind could be in totally two different places. I done been my first relationship, y'all. I swear to God, Rev, you know what I'm about to say. I ain't gonna say display the person's name, but 10 months, y'all. Really live with the person. So I experienced love at a young age. You get what I'm saying? I experienced it all. The cheating, the lies, you know, all that verbally, physically, whatever you could. I told you to take your ass home. Whatever you could. Yeah, you did. You did. She did. They been telling me go for months, y'all. I'm talking about I put my whole life on hold. School, music, like y'all said, it make you lose focus. Love will make you do some crazy shit.
You will lose.
It'll make you. It do.
17,
And y'all listen. I went through depression so deep because I'm trying to figure out. Damn, I'm sitting in his face all day. I got a job. I go to school. Like I'm coming home to you. It's not. It wasn't nothing good enough. But one thing I can say, I'm glad that he was there because for one thing I can say is that motherfucker always tell me the truth, and they ain't never turned their back on me. They made me feel welcome, and that was my problem, though. Thinking just because they made me feel welcome, they wasn't doing the same for the next. But guess what I did learn, though? I learned how to move around that type of shit. And once somebody told me, once I started doing music, when you told me out your own mouth, don't do music, find something else to do, I knew then you wasn't for me because you hold me back. You hold me back, and I couldn't be held back no more. And that love is still there. That love is still there to this day. I will still do anything for that same boy, and like I tell him, you can have it from me because I'm just that type of person. I'm not bitter. I will see your family and still speak to them and won't nudge at you because I'm just that type of person, flat out. And I still love them the same way, but guess what? I know how to love from a fucking distance, period. Because you don't make me, you damn sure ain't gonna break me. I've been broke for 10 months, nigga, now I'm fucking eating, period, flat out. And I'm in my, hey, listen.
Oh my God.
She sound like Buns Jr.
I just want to touch on something.
Wait, I'm the oldest, she the youngest.
Yeah, literally. But she said something. She said something that we say a lot. We say this a lot. We blame love. Like we say love.
I feel like love is everything though.
Love will make you do some crazy things. Love hurts. Love this. Love lies. Love this. And let me understand. Like there's one love. Like there's one love. You can't downplay that. So all these other experiences and emotions and insecurities and traumas that we done been through, we can't attach that to love because we experienced it differently. We experienced emotion throughout that development of what love is and that understanding of what love is. We experience other things, like understand it ain't just gonna be love. Right. You're gonna experience trauma. You're gonna experience lies. You're gonna experience deceit. You're gonna experience you're gonna experience a mask. Like you know what I'm saying?
I value everything. If you can't stand to read a face and bring something to my plate and nigga and show me loyalty, I can't do shit with you. I can't do nothing with you. If you can't invest in me, if you can't show me loyalty, I value everything. Fuck the money, fuck the love, because the love is fake. Flat out, I can sit in your face, tell you I love you all day and really go kiss the next nigga because that's how we as bitches.
My grandma literally told me, like, I will tell my grandma I love her and she'd say, okay. Because you can, just like you said, you could sit there and say you love somebody.
But what you gonna do to show them you love them?
Exactly.
What you gonna do to show them you love them?
Show me you love me.
To be honest, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Love is not a feeling. It's really not. It's really
baby, you preach it to the choir.
If you really
we your big sisters.
If you really
preach it to the choir.
It's not no love. That's why y'all said different traumas and shit because it's different levels. Everybody show love different because some people don't even know how to express themselves.
Exactly.
Some people too hurt and too low within themselves. So they got reality different.
It's an acquirement.
Nobody knows.
Nobody does. That's why
because you meet so many different people.
You can't do that. And see, you know where a lot of relationships fuck us? Us going off with social media displaying. All y'all gotta do dates. Y'all gotta be showing this up. Y'all gotta be doing that. Y'all gotta cash in this. You gotta pay for this. You gotta pay. That shit don't matter because listen, and a lot of people fuck up too. A lot of men fuck up where they come and play us females thinking we out to play them.
But you meet so many different people, and I'm speaking firsthand. Everybody that I have in my life that I consider a friend, that I not consider my family, everybody in my life, I've been associated with for 5 years plus. You can vouch for me. Everybody that's in my life has been in my life as family for 5+ years. So not even speaking intimately with a man, but love is in any form. Like she said, an animal. any form. So anybody you meet can bring a different perspective of love to you. I've never in my life, outside of my personal group behind this music and anything else, I've never in my life imagined that I could come into a room and feel genuine love, compassion, everything that, y'all, I swear to God, this no cap. We've been saying the same shit to each other since the project came together. I've never imagined that I can come together with, I say, 8 strangers and it be like this. You feel me? Again, different forms of love from different people can bring out different shit. So don't just think like, man did this, man did that, man broke me down. Talk about everything. Talk about how that fake friend did you so dirty, to the fact where, again, that we all be so amazed and so shocked by each other, like, damn, this shit really real, like, this is really my sisters. And that is my main objective from this.
I get a notification from this group chat every
I get so happy. I promise you. Why do y'all think I reply just like that? You feel me? Because different people brings out different forms of love, which is not defined by one specific person, situation, idea, imagery, nothing. You feel me? Like, yeah, y'all amazing to me. But Buns, can you keep this going?
What about your husband?
Yeah, your husband.
Okay.
Y'all just went straight to the husband.
No, for real though. Like it's not even like nothing really to balance for me because it's like he's so
in tone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like honestly, before when we first did it and stuff, we was talking and I was like asking him like, you think they gonna fuck with my verse? Like, what you think they gonna be saying? Like when they drop and stuff, he be like motivating me more. Like he don't do music, but he know I do. Like he like right with me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he told me like, oh yeah, I think they gonna fuck with them. Know that he be like, I know they gonna fuck with. What you mean? What they gonna do? Like,
and that's
he
what
talk
I
to
mean.
me like that. Like, what you mean? You know, man. He be like, you know.
That's what I mean when I said like understanding yourself.
Oh, so we should have just skipped you.
If anybody wondering, yes, Rita did get her sanity back, and yes, I feel flushed, and I'm taking
No, because you came in here glowing, nigga.
We should have just skipped Buns. Lynn, legendary Lynn. How do you balance your career and your personal life? Please fill us in. A love life. I'm sorry.
I got my heart broke a couple years ago. Turned the love shit off. I took these.
She's
No, bitch, speak from you.
I treat these hoes the way they treat me. Everybody get treated accordingly.
Hey, y'all laughing, but she dead ass
dead
shit.
ass.
Like,
Hey, listen.
that's some real shit.
Everybody get
Hey, that's some real shit though.
I'm laughing because that shit is factual.
Let her talk.
And I like the nigga who spoiled me the most.
Thank you.
Other than that,
The fuck up, nigga.
That's honesty. We like that
And
honesty.
again, different people bring out different forms of you.
She just made me feel like a sucker.
Okay? My sis said what she said. Jada P, you married to?
Ain't tricking if you got it.
Are you married, Jamie?
No, not yet, but he better come on with the come on.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I got it. You know, how do I balance relationship and my music life? It's hard. It's not easy. Like everybody says, he supports you and about yada yada yada. They don't see what we go through at home, and I have to entertain both lifestyles and then also keep my relationship happy, keep my son taken care of, and then also be invested into his goals too.
Right.
And you know, there has been times where, you know, we get into arguments and it's like, he's like, damn, all you care about is this music shit. And I'm like, yeah, I do. So, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's tough. It's tough, but we're figuring it out. You know, we both learning, changing, whatever, growing, but.
I feel like when you a mom, you can do anything.
Yeah. You know.
Hey, if you can push out a big ass baby, I'm pretty sure.
You can do anything.
Excuse my.
Hey, Shorty said she pregnant. She hit that shit well. She hit that well.
She had the shit out that pregnancy, did she?
I promise you.
When she walked in here, I said, well, I'll be goddamn.
Renegade. Talk to us.
I don't hang 50 bitches.
you ain't both gonna say it at the same time.
She said, look,
I don't hang with 50 bitches.
So, what I want to say most is, I'm gonna just be very transparent with the situation. like I said, I moved out of my mom's house when I was 15. And then I ended up getting expelled from school, and then boom. And then I had to go to college, and then boom. And then when I went to college, my dude got killed right in front of me. So boom, I moved to Texas, and then
I got chills. Like, me too.
I moved to Texas, and when I moved to Texas, I was a super schoolgirl, super da-da-da, but I got to get into the waitress life and the strip club life, and then it took 2.5 years, and then boom, I started dancing. So let me tell you this: what the dancer part of me being an artist was. It was very, very, very hard. Fuck that. To this point, it's very, very, very hard because a lot of men think that, especially coming from that lifestyle, like, oh, I'm going from dancing to this and that, not that I display that, but the guy that I deal with knows that, like, oh, you were a dancer and now you're doing it, you know what I'm saying? Or you were around this rapper and that rapper, you were this, that, you know? So when you get in those type of lifestyles and you get in this type of things, it's hard for them to try to trust you, right? Because they think because they are lesser than, they have not as much money as these niggas that you dance for, these niggas that you around.
It's a confidence issue.
These niggas, yeah. They as much as they try to make it seem like it's not that, it's you, because niggas got this pride and this ego trip that they be on all the time, to the point where they feel like they this nigga.
Okay, so how do you balance that though?
How you balance it is
you personally.
Me personally, I can't lie. I can't.
Yeah, I know.
That's 100.
I can't lie. I can't because I
can't.
cannot make you more confident than my lifestyle.
I can't force you. I can't make you do
know what
what
I'm
you
saying?
want to do.
Because I'm around all these niggas. True.
So how do you deal with it?
I can't. I don't.
You don't?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
She don't tolerate it, but
and it's because and that's the reason why I remain single. And that's the reason why I remained just to myself, because it's just like I cannot compete with your insecurities.
Yes, not at all. And that's
what
they own
I
insecurities.
know I'm gonna do right. I know I'm gonna do good.
Exactly. That hits home.
You already got your mindset premeditated.
That got more money than you, and that bruises your ego. And that gotta.
Yep, and that's relatable in my situation too. Yep.
Like damn, look at me. You already got it in your mind. I'm this bad bitch. I can get who and what I want. You feel me? But I'm choosing you.
Listen, this is where y'all looking wrong though. It ain't that he don't trust you. It's he's just insecure to himself.
See, that's how you know he don't
That's what she said. I can't compete. I can't compete with that.
Because look, listen.
I cannot compete with your insecurities.
Yeah, you're right. I was in a relationship about 6 years. And I was in a relationship when I was in my heyday, like doing the Babylon clubs that they used to go crazy.
He's about the Babylon stuff.
That's when I was younger in my heyday. Like I was in a relationship, so my friends now. What you do at the Babylon?
They wouldn't let me in, man.
Oh, I had to do with that.
I was standing at the door and shit.
I remember he kicked me off the Kingdom though.
When?
I called the DJ guy because he wasn't playing no girl song.
No, Neil kicked you out the kingdom.
Jay, can you talk, please?
No, Neil did that. I remember it was Neil.
But real quick,
I took the fall. But listen, I was in a relationship 5-6 years, and it was tough. And I did do little things that made her insecure. But I'm like, I looked at it as, well, DG and Dion them going there and they're fucking off with the hoes. I'm coming home straight we closed at 1:45. 2:30, I got my money. I'm home at 2:45. Going in with your stinking ass. Laying down with you. Get up, cook breakfast. Whatever I make that night, because we made a lot of money. I got you a trip plan. I got this, and it was like it got to the point after them 5 to 6 years, it was just like, okay.
What do you bring?
Like, God, it wasn't even that. It was like, God damn, I'm doing what?
Like, what more can I do?
What the fuck can I do?
The fuck I gotta go
Even
get
when
you
I got hurt and I was in a wheelchair, it was like I was feeling like dude on Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Like,
are you hungry?
okay, but look, but like,
well, maybe you should go to
what
like
Renegade said.
To eat then.
She put that motherfucker in the bathtub with the boat.
What Renegade said, she cannot compete with a man's insecurities and shit. And, that hit home for me because I had the same situation, you know, dancing, yada yada yada, you know. So, but what does it ever come to a point for you guys where you feel like? Because personally, I feel like I had to clean up my act a little bit. If we're speaking about relationships, I am. Like, for example, I don't dance anymore. Like, it's music only because...
I'm not going to make you stop. I would never...
Maybe
Can I speak?
No, I've dated athletes.
Why would you go?
Hold on, y'all.
Why would you go calming yourself down and changing your way? If that nigga was out here in the streets doing him, he wouldn't calm himself down and change.
Hello.
But he's not.
But I dated athletes,
schoolboy athletes,
professional athletes inside of that club. You hear me? I know you feel me first saying I've dated professional athletes inside and outside of this club. Piggybacking off of what Renegade said, you cannot compete with the motherfucking insecurities. These athletes got millions in their bank. Hold on. They done met millions of me.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Right. But I ain't walking around
I ain't
here
the first one. You feel me? But I ain't walking around tiptoeing. Oh, let me try to. I don't know if my man gonna be tripping or not. No.
Hold on.
Because again, this motherfucker in the streets, these motherfuckers live a whole separate life than what the fuck we see and what the fuck we doing and what the fuck we met these niggas on. These motherfuckers, the second day in the round, the second you go to the bathroom.
Exactly.
Yeah. These niggas is doing something that we cannot even imagine that they doing because they looking at us and expecting for us to have that same treatment when it comes to each other. You feel me? So don't ever dumb yourself down, no matter if you was a bad bitch, a get money bitch, an ugly bitch, or none of that.
And any nigga that wants you to dim your shine ain't the nigga for you.
He ain't the nigga for you. Going back over what she said. You told me
that same glow I seen when I first started fucking.
You hear me? These niggas met me inside the club. So why do you expect for me to change who I am?
Exactly.
And you met me here. You met me here. So why do you think I'm about to change who I am? You
Y'all
feel
sound
me?
like, y'all sound like Diamond and Lance off of Players
That's some real shit
Club.
though. I had a Lance for years. That nigga, he quit spending his money on me because I didn't want to marry him.
Since we talking about insecurities, because I smoke a lot of weed, so it keeps slipping my mind. I meant to ask y'all this at the beginning of the show. Whew, y'all look like y'all ready to kick my ass for this shit.
No, I didn't say that's why I said it's a whole nother can of worms that you didn't open
but people
up.
gonna watch this for this. The topic on, I want to say last week on social media was the game said the shit about the bills.
I seen that. I respect that. I love him.
What was
He's my husband.
He was
I got
basically
feelings for you.
a woman in my house don't have to pay bills.
Hold on, because a lot of people might not have heard the statement. So let G finish. We seen it. They might not even know what the fuck you talking about. Yeah. Finish, G.
The game
He basically was saying, if I fuck with a woman, she shouldn't have to pay no bills. It ain't no half on nothing. Cause you mine or whatever. That ain't what.
Hold on, Renegade. Wait, because I'm about to be real quick. Because I still deal with niggas to this day that still thinking and got this mindset that we in the 1950s, and they thinking they not about to listen to whatever the woman tell them, and the woman should bow down to them. So I feel like back then in the 1940s and 50s, men were taking care of everything. All we were doing, what they think in 2021, what we should be doing right now, is taking care of their house, their kids, their cars, everything behind the scenes. While they go out and they get the bacon and they do what the fuck they want to do. And since y'all got that mindset, y'all should keep that mindset.
Exactly.
Any women that I am with, you have to worry about a motherfucking thing, because at the end of the day, a nigga ain't gonna listen to nothing that we have to say when it comes to making the decisions and being the dominated figure in that relationship. They're not gonna listen to what the fuck we got to say when it comes to that, because at the end of the day, they a man and I listen to a woman, and a woman's job is to do this and that. So at the end of the day, a man's job is to do that.
I met some niggas though. I met some real ass niggas in my life. Like some niggas. Yeah, want to see
that's
that.
Conflicted.
Everything that you
that's a conflicted subject.
Give you everything and anything you need to make.
I want you to be your own person.
One time.
Like I don't
go
know.
ahead,
I want to listen to what Nelly got to say.
Go ahead, Nelly.
I was about to speak to those type of men.
The real niggas.
No.
The fake niggas.
The 1940s niggas.
Let it go.
Yeah, those who feel like women. Okay, so I'm gonna take it to the Bible real quick. Please. Because women, it says that women submit to their husbands.
I was literally finna speak on being submissive.
But it's the difference.
But being submissive does not mean being inferior. Being submissive does not mean being obedient to your husband. Being submissive means to be beneath your husband as an uplifter, to support. Exactly. So
Foundation.
Letting a man be a man.
The thing is, like, man in Western civilization, like, we done misconstrued the root of this term, and then turn it into what we wanted it to be. Man turning into what we wanted it to be. Mm-hmm. And so that's how people develop this mindset. That's where it all came from. They developed this mindset and then they try to take it back to the Bible. Like, listen, baby, like, that's not y'all letting man define y'all's laws of life. Like, y'all taking the word of man and allowing them to define y'all laws of life.
I agree with that. And I also think women give men that put no effort and do dog ass shit wife efforts to a motherfucker that ain't giving you husband
and that's
effort.
such a big problem with women though. Women always trying to make a man something he not. Like, this how I feel. If that nigga ain't doing shit, why is you giving that nigga, like, if this nigga say you fucking with this dude,
why you got wife
why is you giving a nigga who is just your friend? Why is you giving him your wifely? See, what is he gonna work for? What do he got? What is he working for?
What he got to look for?
If you already giving this nigga the pussy, the money, the food, the time, the love, what is he?
You used to have to wait 2 months to get some pussy. I remember you used to wait like 2 months to get some pussy.
Listen, 90-day rule. Fuck you talking about? 90-day rule.
I feel like a lot of times women, we try to, like, prove ourselves to a man so they can be what we want them to be.
Exactly.
And that's so backwards because
it's never gonna work like that.
It's
never gonna work like that.
And that's the mindset. See,
they have to be that man. They have to be that man so you can be that woman. Period. Like,
bitches didn't forgot that niggas really love to chase. Niggas love to chase. Bitches didn't start chasing niggas. Niggas love to chase bitches. Niggas love to chase. Niggas love the bitches that they chase. Niggas love the bitch that be like, boy, you not fucking touching me. Nigga, he still be like,
they forgot that. They forgot that.
No, pause that thought. That's why niggas be in y'all inbox talking to themselves on there.
Listen, a motherfucker been sitting on Facebook for 5 years, so I swear to God, a motherfucker that been knowing me since I was 18 years old. I'm about to be 23. You so mean. But they never lost that consistency. You feel me? They never lost that consistency because you so mean, you so this, but I like that. But I like that because you ain't.
She ain't giving him none. This
bitch don't even give me conversation. I know she ain't about to give up nothing else. They forgot that.
Hoes don't know that no more. Hoes so thirsty to get some dick. They don't know.
I disagree with both sides.
You do?
I do.
You do?
Explain why.
Go ahead.
Because understand, like, men ain't the only ones with an ego.
Yeah.
And so
I made a status about this.
And so, yeah, like that approach of a man chasing you and wanting and that feeding you, like, yeah, that can be ego too. But also that same woman who's trying to turn that dude that ain't nothing into something and he don't want to be something, that's ego too. Because as a natural, having that nurturing spirit as women that we are supposed to have, we can use it and project it into different areas and try to get results in order to feed our ego so we feel like we accomplished something.
That's called son of a nigga. See, that's the thing though. That's called son of a nigga. Everything you just explained, a bitch trying to take a nigga and bring him into, that's called son of a nigga. See, girls, this is the thing. Your man's supposed to motivate you. You supposed to motivate your man. It's supposed to be a team effort. You feel me? You don't supposed to be telling that nigga, why the fuck you ain't doing this? Why you ain't doing that? You supposed to be doing this. You supposed to be doing that. You supposed to be doing that. See, no, that's trying to be his mama. No nigga don't want his mama. Don't no nigga want his mama. See, it's a difference between bitches nurturing a nigga and trying to tell a nigga, trying to help a nigga grow. See, babe, I feel like, babe, if you doing it like this, you need to do it like this. You feel me? Because that's how you. If you, damn, you stupid as fuck. Why the fuck is you? It's a difference. You son a nigga and then you nurture a nigga. You ain't supposed to be son of your dude.
Y'all
ain't no way you supposed to be son of your dude. You ain't no way you supposed to be the only motherfucker doing this and paying the bills and making it. No, that's son of a nigga. I ain't here to take care of nobody's son. My mama raised me. She raised my brothers. So that's what next motherfucker mama need to raise them. Like, I ain't trying to raise, like, you can't, you feel me? You gotta detach that shit from a nigga.
Absolutely.
You should never put your efforts into a nigga who don't want to be nothing. Flat out. If that nigga don't want nothing, then he just don't want nothing.
You cannot raise a man.
Make some noise for the
You can't raise a motherfucking man, okay? Yes, the Reverend. What was that question that you said you wanted to ask when she left the room? What was that question that you said you wanted to ask?
Oh, about it was.
You got something to say.
It was about to go in half on the bills.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead, Mish.
I just want to say shout out to Chachi for giving me this opportunity. I appreciate working with y'all, man. Like, this has been a really great experience.
Okay.
And I love all y'all. I just wanted to jump in and say that on record, because I know that y'all.
We know our love for each other, but listen though, I didn't give y'all an opportunity. I gave y'all an idea. And I just happened to reach out to y'all individually. I didn't start off in a group chat.
How I look at it is, Chachi loaded the gun and we shot that bitch.
Thank you. Before the whole spiel, because I didn't give y'all an opportunity. Y'all talent, y'all integrity, y'all everything within yourselves gave y'all that opportunity. Y'all gave yourselves this opportunity. I just put the idea together and gave y'all the beat.
We about to end it in a minute.
Oh, we about to get those red, y'all.
We about to end it in a minute.
I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. G?
Man, listen. Y'all know what I went through to get this going. I also want to. I didn't get to introduce y'all to Dewan, man. This dude right here is a special talent. He 18, 19?
I know him.
19. So when I first started doing my show, I can give y'all this in depth. I was doing my show at my homeboy studio, and unfortunately, the studio not open no more. But I was in a kind of dark space, like, man, I don't know if I want to do this shit. And me and my co-host kind of bumped heads a little bit. So I knew the dude that owned this, the dude Jesse Comey owns this studio, and I seen other people, do their show. Motherfucker ain't fucking with me when it come to this shit. Doing it. So when I called him, he was like, man, come over here. So I'm thinking Jesse's gonna record me. And this nigga come in, I'm like, that look like he about 40 years old. That nigga look like, he older than what the fuck? I'm just, but he sat down and told me, man, and I just want y'all to know, man, he a special dude. He do videos. He a photographer. If it weren't for him, a lot of this wouldn't been going on, man. I know we know about the situation that happened and how he handled himself as a young man. Man, the dude is amazing. So if y'all need some work, anything,
man, who keeps smoking these strawberries?
Holla at him.
He's selling strawberries.
Baby Jake.
It's actually.
And then I thought somebody was like, God damn, you getting
pomegranate berry mint.
But
that shit smell like strawberries, huh?
Once again, man, I'm an underdog. Always been an underdog. Nigga ain't never seen a nigga come from gang banging, not being liked, to I damn near lost my life, reinventing myself into now I'm a DJ. Now I got a show, and just doing all of this. So I want to let y'all know, man, I'm rooting for y'all. Y'all got my support. When it don't think I'm looking, I'm looking. I'm paying attention. And my line always open. If it was just a vent 4 in the morning about your dude or something, I'm here, man. I want to say, man, I'm proud of y'all, man.
We appreciate you.
I want to thank y'all for blessing my show because
we appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Real
Thank
talk,
you.
man. It was just because, man, y'all don't know what I'll be against with this shit, man. And just to be able to have y'all first interview, her interview, and I tell you, I said after this interview,
everybody gonna be reaching out to you.
Everybody gonna reach out for you.
Podcast, I swear to God, he said the same exact thing. This is our very first interview 4 days after we dropped our project.
Well, boom, you see.
With
people watching when y'all came in, they like, who is
you
that?
You hear me, yeah.
4 days.
Working on 34 real quick, yeah. We did that shit, got that shit out the mud. All the underdogs on this bitch. I'm proud of y'all, I promise you.
And we
call us a group of alphas.
Alphas me. I got one more thing to ask from y'all.
Hold on,
y'all. One more thing to ask from you motherfuckers.
Oh.
Next time y'all motherfuckers shoot a video, y'all better call me. I gotta be there for that shit. That shit is fire, man.
I was stressed out trying to put that shit together the day before.
Me B Bitch was like, damn, you ain't get no invite? I said, nah, bro, they ain't invite me that one.
Listen, I wanted my girl Kaya, DJ Kaya. I wanted my girl in the back just because again it was a woman dominated theme and she was in my quarantine Cypher and it was a woman empowerment. I wanted my girl back there, but I was scrambling, like trying to get this shit together. You gotta understand, this is my very first project, like putting this shit together, like this is one of my first babies. So you feel me? I was scrambling, putting this shit together, so I didn't do everything that I wish I would have done. But it's always a part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5.
That's done, man. Man, give yourself a round of applause, man. Give yourself a round of applause, man.
Coming into the studio, it's like I didn't know how it was gonna turn out, but it was like, all right, like I'm so excited, like I can't wait. Like I knew it was gonna be something, but I ain't gonna cap. I didn't think it was gonna be this. I ain't gonna lie. like this is so much more than what I thought it was gonna be, and it just make me happy. I was literally just telling somebody this the other day. Like I feel like right now, like this the happiest I ever been. Like I'm only 21, but this the happiest. I done been through some shit. I done been through some shit that my mama ain't been through. Like so it's like now I'm 21 and I'm happy. Like a lot of people can't say that. A lot of people they 21 and they going through shit. Everybody
so
go through
crazy
shit, but
that. Because a DJ made a shot. I showed y'all the thing, and basically the dude was on his snap, and I followed the dude. I show everybody love, even if I don't know you. I asked a nigga because I DJ a lot, and now I'm starting to get to weddings and there's some shit. I'm trying to educate myself on like contracts because I had a couple gigs cancel on me. I'm like, nigga, I could have went here and got some money, but you canceling on me on the day of. Like, that's unprofessional. But if I had a contract and had a deposit, I won't have to worry about that. So he was the nigga I seen today put in his story. He had somebody signing a contract. I'm like, so what's up, bro? Like, we'll be printing your contracts up. This motherfucker, this bitch ass nigga says, the bitch ass. Hold on. Let me read what the bitch ass nigga said because I was so.
Basically, you ain't called me for one interview, nigga.
Yeah, basically, like, this is what the bitch ass nigga said. You asking me for information with your little podcast. Wow. Ain't asking me for an interview one time. Meanwhile, I'm the top 5 DJ in the city. How's that work?
What? And that's why you.
And if you was doing all that you was doing, my love,
you would have been on this motherfucker.
Beloved.
If you was the top 5 DJ, Rita Wick would have been got a beat from you. You can't be top 5. You
can't be top 5. I don't know you.
Lied back.
Talk your shit then.
But listen, that type of stuff.
Must be 2 5.
Just like how
I know I'm working.
Hold on, y'all.
I know that's how you know you working, man. And
I promise. That's how you know you working.
What did he say? Before I rap about you, I'll pull up on you. So I'm leave it at that.
No, that was just swinging your chair.
So,
in the words of the fucking go himself, nigga.
Before I rap about you, I'll type on you. So I mean, before I type about you, I'll pull up on you.
That'll soup you on some cat shit. Cook cat.
But I just want to thank y'all. Damn, I usually end this show out with accent. What, the 3 words, and then y'all but I don't know.
Yes, please.
I can't do it all. I can't go all around the table. Should I do?
Why can't you? Make it quick. Make it quick.
I'm gonna go. I'm a freestyle.
Right, cause
Chachi, you going last.
About to say that was one of my favorite segments.
Raven, we're gonna start with you. Then we're gonna go down. Y'all about to see.
About to see.
I'm gonna say one word since I can't do 3 at a, I'm gonna say one word, and I'm gonna freestyle this shit. This is how y'all know I used to rap. I used to be dope.
Let's get it.
Raven, when I say bars, what come to your mind?
The baby.
In other words, her.
Her.
The bar.
Renegade.
I will come to my mind. Nicki
No,
Minaj.
I wait about that.
I can't get your word.
I get your word. I gotta get your word. I get your word. It's not bars. Confidence.
What comes to my mind?
Yeah.
Dang. Always, it's like always a work in progress. That's what comes to my mind. Yeah. Like nobody comes to my mind.
I asked you that because I see you have you really like you get on the mic like your voice. That's why I asked you about the confidence.
That's
well,
relatable.
yeah, because I would say me, but I'm just like.
No, you can say you.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna sit here and lie like that to y'all. So it's a work in progress.
That's relatable.
Because at the same time, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you can be confident, but you gotta be like.
At the end of the day, you still got your days. Like,
exactly. Yes.
Okay.
More often.
Rev, legendary Lynn. I want to just ask you some gangster shit. I know you come from
she so like.
I just want to.
Yeah.
The South Side.
Oh, what you think about when you?
I knew she was gonna say that. I knew she was gonna say
That's all I want to hear.
And that's facts.
Buns. Put the mic to Buns.
It's someone on the east.
Me and Buns go back.
what word?
Flowers.
It's funny that you said that. Okay, when I think of flowers, I think of like rose in the concrete. Like, y'all ever heard that song be like, a rose is still a rose.
By Aretha Franklin.
You're still a flower. That's what I think of because when I was little, I used to love that song, but I never knew what they was talking about until I actually got older. You know what I'm saying? And then when Tiana Taylor made that Rose in Harlem song, that's one of my favorite songs. It's like I started, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of reminded me of myself because I was literally a rose. Like I had to grow like a rose in concrete, like literally.
Amen.
Like,
felt
you know
that.
how when you see little cracks in the sidewalk with little flowers growing out and people just step on them. That's how I felt like they used to step on me. You feel me? Just step on me, like. Period.
Read that.
Like what I think.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Big read.
I really like that.
I gotta come with something clever.
Big wig. Yeah.
Got to.
She on a whole other level.
Domination.
Domination. Yes. Domination means to me, like, it's not even really a meaning to me. Like, a domination is something that you get up and do every day because, for one, being lazy is a sin. That's for one, if y'all don't know that is a sin. Being lazy is a sin. You can get up and dominate in any way what you do. If you're going to be a hoe, go dominate and be a hoe. If you're going to be a millionaire, go wake up every day and you go dominate and be a millionaire. If you own a business, you're going to wake up every day and get that business flowing and you're going to dominate. It don't matter what you do. If you walk, shit, you're going to dominate. Shit, dominate, you're going to dominate regardless.
No, period.
Facts. Yeah.
You gonna do that shit.
Perfectly
do that
said.
But the word and overall domination, shit, this motherfucking woman's dominated Cypher. That's domination to me. That's domination enough.
Yeah.
That's domination enough to me. I ain't seen nothing been dominated since before.
Okay. Nutty B. Nutty B. Since before. The future. Nutty B.
We did that shit.
That's me at 17.
Damn, she took the cake.
You hear me?
Oh my God, that's you.
I'm telling
Oh my
you,
God,
bro.
that's
I'm
crazy.
so smart that day.
Nutty B.
Nelly motherfucking B. Bang. Woo, I got so many intelligent.
We love Nelly. Such a character.
Intelligence.
Yes. What would come to your mind when you hear that word?
I feel like willingness. If you ain't willing, you can't experience. You can't experience.
Amen.
You ain't gonna learn.
Yes.
Dude, do you let me put the time out on this before we go on to 7. Let me tell you something, Nelly, while I'm sitting here.
This woman.
I've been doing this for a while. One of my best interviews is when I did Clemmy and Tracy. You give off it's like your vibe. You give off you had the whole motherfucking room. This room ain't been quiet.
I'm saying though.
No, I ain't knocking it, but I'm just saying how she was just quiet and we were just waiting. And when she said it was like, boom, you delivered.
Right. We ain't trying to like talk before her.
Right.
You
I knew she was
special.
about to say something.
You command that. And I just want to say, you special, man. Hey, I can't wait to see what you got coming, man. I'm just keeping it real, man. And hey, listen, that's amazing. You a strong sister, man. I love you, man. I love it.
I love her.
Mish.
I said I'm hot somebody buy me a blue motherfucker. Let's get it, lovely Mish.
Go ahead and say it, y'all. Go ahead and do it.
Oh, no, I thought we were trying to wrap up.
I'm gonna give her a word. I'm gonna give her a word. Boss.
Ooh.
Boss, the first thing that comes to my mind is shit. I want to say us, but
Hey.
You can say that.
You can say that.
You can say that.
You can be arrogant on the Clocked In podcast show, man.
No, you can say whatever.
She like, let me get in this shit.
being open-minded. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that goes on in life that has a key point. Like you can be like, oh, you got to be consistent. You got to say this. You got to do that. But without being open-minded, a lot of doors can be closed. You know, to you. So
yeah, I feel
Preach.
that. Ooh.
Facts.
Damn, you just hit a nick. Damn. Y'all all done had some shit. Y'all taking the air out of me because I'm like, damn, how the fuck I'm coming up with these motherfucking words? You know, it's been pressure on me. Baby motherfucking J. I've been on your head the whole show. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm built for this. It's okay.
Baby J, the word I want to ask you about what's come to your mind when you hear this is strength.
Wow. Wow. Damn, one word.
Man, you ain't got. You ain't got a one word.
It ain't gotta be one word.
That's just the one word that he gave you.
What
Strange. Damn, I can't even. It's there, but I can't even like say it. Like,
together, baby. Put it all
Cause it's
together.
you.
I promise you.
You overall.
I promise you.
Listen,
Whatever comes in your mind, just say it.
Somebody was just telling me the other day, like I didn't been through so much shit, like so much bullshit, like from the time that I was 16, 17 to now. That's only a few years. But I done been through some shit that a motherfucker done went through in their whole lifetime. Like somebody was just saying to me, like I carry a lot of weight. I carry a lot of weight, but I carry it so well, like nobody would know. Nobody would know unless I go to social media, you know, get to pouring my heart out on Twitter. You know, I done did that before.
Hey, we all do it. I do
yeah.
it once. I do it by like twice a month.
But it's just like I don't know. Like when I think of strength, like I think of myself. Like because man, I done went through shit. A motherfucker would have been folded. Like yeah, like and I'm still here though. Like can't nothing knock me down at this point. I done been through so much. Like nothing can bother me. And that's what I was gonna say earlier. Like I done became like at peace with myself so much. Like I'm genuinely happy. Like I could be mad about something for a half a second. Because everything else, my life is so good right now. Like nothing can break me. I promise you. I promise.
Let's make some noise for the happy folks.
Facts. Man, that shit made me nervous. I ain't been nervous.
Oh damn! My
For
bad.
real.
So last but not least,
Big Chat.
Big Chachi. Hopefully she don't cry.
Please don't walk out on this side.
The one word. Man, I really got two words. Humble, and grams.
How the fuck? I swear to God on my uncle, I knew I was about to finish your sentence and say grams. Humble. Humble meaning to me, being somebody, like, cause people that don't know me will look at me now and assume that my whole life I've been this starlight. I've been this person that people talk about in a positive light and people that people support. Mm-hmm. But growing up, I've been the underdog, the black sheep, the trying to fit in, want to be cool with everybody. That's who I've been growing up. And just now, I'm very, very young.
Fair.
But as Baby J said, I'd have been through shit that a 50-year-old cannot sit in my face and compare their walk of life to. That a lot of people don't know about because I don't express it, because I have a problem expressing my vulnerability to people that'll take that as weakness. I mistake vulnerable for weakness because that's all I've been shown. So humble to me means never forgetting who you were. You are always elevating each day, whether you 17, 22, or 29. Each day you are somebody different, but never lose who you were. So being humble to me means never losing me. No matter what success or anything that comes my way, always stay true to me, because it's so easy to lose you. So when you lose you, you start to lose everything around you, and everything starts to collapse. And you looking at everything, and you sit back at one point in time and you like, damn, I wasn't just here, just so and so. So then you go back and you self-reflect and you look at who you were as opposed to who you could have been, but you didn't get to be because you've lost who you were. Right? Grams. Get money, make sacrifices. I'm gonna go back to our interview after the quarantine Cypher. I started dancing 18 going on 19. Anybody that knows me, my very close friend who I now consider my family, everybody around me I call my cousin. I don't know why. When I hear cousin, I hear love, not sister, because I can speak from experience. I'm experienced, no real sisterly love. So everybody around me that's close to me, I call my cousin. Chanel, we've been close for 5+ years. When I was 18 going on 19, anybody that knows me knows that my mother and I, we've been like that all my life, but I always had it in my heart, not in my mind. I've always had it in my heart. That's my mom at the end of the day. But it just had come a point in time where I had to escape for myself and my sanity and my everything, my peace, my everything that could ultimately jeopardize me and in the downside dominate me. So I left. I started dancing. Honestly, again, growing up, I always been an underdog. So everybody around me, they had the new J's, they had the Uggs, nails done at 15, bundles. Look at me, ordinary girl. Like, damn. Not saying like I was poor. I wasn't poor. I was far from poor. But that just wasn't a factor in my household. The new and the updated and all that. You feel me? So looking around, being somebody that's never been luxury to that, being able to get that shit myself when I want it, how I want it, every time. No, okay, well, I'll see if I can do a next paycheck. You feel me? Going into that, it was like a drug. That's why, again, I preached to girls under me coming into that, because they look at dancing as like this Hollywood lifestyle. But it's so much behind the scenes of that shit. Like that shit, gotta get into that. That shit is dangerous, and that shit is not for the weak. Like I said, I ain't never touched a pill. I ain't never touched a line. I ain't never touched. We're gonna do an episode on dancers. We got to, that's interesting. But I ain't never touched none of the shit that people classify and put dancers under that category. I've never done not one. But I still was able to live how I wanted to live without all the extra shit. But again, don't nobody know that. That's a whole nother thing. But back to it. Get money and make sacrifices. I had to sacrifice my reputation. That's just the facts. Nobody will understand until they personally been in that situation. Y'all feel me? Y'all too? Yeah. When nobody understand until they're personally in that. So all they taking is what I'm saying. They could always go back, take what I say, and make what they want out of it. Period. You feel me? So my sacrifices were sacrificing my relationships, sacrificing my reputation, sacrificing my self-esteem, sacrificing my dignity, sacrificing everything that I have known to get that money. Yeah. Because I've never been enslaved to money. So it was important to build a mental army in order to not fall victim to those sacrifices. Circle back around, get money and make sacrificing. I am a very private person. I give people what I want them to receive. I don't give them what they want to see. I don't give nobody the opportunity to be like, oh yeah, she just posted on Facebook last week that she was so-and-so. Don't nobody know that shit about me but mine. You feel me? So I'm the most mysterious person ever. Nobody still knows till this day what goes on behind the scenes of me, because I would never, ever put nobody that does not genuinely give a fuck about me and what I do in that position to enter my life, my peace, my heart. So in order to get money and make sacrifices. Do not fall victim to
I think we gonna end it. We're gonna wrap it up. Cover it up with Chachi, man. Love you, Chachi. Hey, man, it was so crazy. So we got here. I was in love with a dancer before. I never told nobody that story, which I mean, you feel open and telling everybody that story. And what she said, the tools that make people look at dancers some type of way, I was trying to save her and I couldn't. It was just like, we're gonna say it for the dancing episode, but ladies, man, keep doing y'all things, man. I wish I'll let y'all, hey.
I have to, like
I'll
I said,
let her know.
R.I.P. Porter.
Hey.
Grams for life.
We out. That's the Clocked In Podcast. We out.
That's the right.